Yeah, unfortunately.
I thought you lived in North Carolina.
No, I went to school in North Carolina.
Oh, hello,
Sorry to
everyone.
dox you.
Welcome to the Fast and Furious podcast.
Yeah, welcome back to the Fast and Furious podcast. Get ready for 20 minutes of discussion of a meme that I think died last week.
I love. We made those jokes before the memes started. We could make them after.
It's true, I guess.
No, but more importantly, I fought the guy in Fast and Furious.
Yeah,
like
yeah.
2 days
Fuck.
ago.
Yeah.
Oh my god, you family.
Family.
You
It all
destroyed
comes
family?
full circle.
No, the family destroyed me.
Yeah, family destroyed.
So, oh boy. Oh, the note we ended off on last time.
It was fine.
Everybody remember it?
Oh yeah.
My son.
Yeah. Hey, normally I do like a talk-in where you're sent to like the beach of your mind and all this other shit. And you have like a short period of time to like recollect on the day's events, or like it really sets the tone or the mood. We're not gonna do that this time. Beretta. Hey, you're holding a gun.
Oh no.
It's pointed at two people. Tell me, what happens next?
So Beretta's still a bit hazy, if I remember correctly, because she just faced death.
She just faced the death impulse
The death
head on.
impulse.
Thanatos, the death impulse. You stared into the abyss, and while you did not blink, your body still rattles.
So she takes the gun into her hand and looks down at it. Can you remind me what kind of gun it was?
Oh, this, Beretta, you're gonna love this. This is a Pietro brand model and make gun, actually.
Is it?
This is modern, semi-modern technology, more recent technology. Yeah, taking a look at this gun, you'd know it in an instant. Your dad taught you since from an early age to disassemble and reassemble guns exactly like this. This reminds you of a gun that you might have been interacting with in your early teens. No live ammo, of course. But
This gun reminds me of my childhood.
Yes, gun. This is the gun of your childhood. Yes, Beretta.
So, feeling the weight of the gun in her hand, she opens the door and sees the situation unfolding in front of her, and she points it directly in front of her for a moment. And then she considers everything that she's experienced tonight.
Yes.
And regardless of who is not the bad guy, she feels a certain level of sympathy for a spirit caught in between heaven and hell, one that's stuck here, one that can't move on. So she's not going to use the gun that she's so comfortable with.
Oh.
And what she's going to do is she's going to roll to die.
Ah, beautiful. In this moment, you leave it to the dice. Oh, right. Hold on. Something changed about your character sheet last time. Oh, you've already got that purple stat equipped. Nice.
Good.
Hold on.
Oh wait,
it
I
should
can't
be.
see
Should be
my
this.
roll.
Let me see. I might need to. Yeah, I need to kick the API really fast. Hold on.
Sorry. Things got chungled when you faced death.
Yeah, no. Everything broke just like a little bit. Restart the sandbox. Okay, hit it now.
Hit roll to die.
Yeah, hit roll to die. If it works. There you go.
There we go. Oh, good.
Damn, okay.
Perfect.
Oh,
and,
fuck. We gotta modify your rollable table really quick, but carry on with the scene.
I'm going to lock in yellow.
Excellent.
Because we're not shooting. Oh.
Yeah, no.
Your table's a little borked.
Your table's a little borked. I'm fixing it. But yes, carry on with the scene.
And it's time to use a technique that I've learned on this island.
Ooh.
And do the teleports behind you slash.
Oh, excellent.
So
Who are you teleporting behind?
as far as she understands it, she's only just getting used to this whole swordsmanship thing. But when she does this teleports behind you thing, she considers it like a bullet. Like if she does it, she's firing it, and then she's going to have to hit something.
Yes.
So she's going to teleport behind Tough Weakman.
I see.
Oh,
And she's going to throw the gun that she was holding into the air and cut that.
Oh.
And when she teleports behind Tough Weakman, she's going to displace this little jumble that's going on right here,
Yeah.
and she's going to put herself in between them directly, so that she's basically hostaged herself.
Ah, I see. Beretta. Okay, give me a roll to do in this case. This is going to be an interesting one, and I've got to roll something quietly off to the side. Let's see.
Pretty good.
It's pretty good, honestly. Okay, so time to jam roll something. Okay. We're looking at this. Why, God. Yeah, Christian, you see that, right?
Yeah, I see that.
What did you mean by this?
Okay, so here's what's gonna happen, Beretta. You make this maneuver into the center of the room, and you manage to place yourself behind Tough Weakman and hold yourself hostage in the middle of this situation. You're functionally a shield for both parties in this case, and you manage to put yourself between Socorro and danger. Quite literally, this is the ideal position for you to be in, but it's funny. As you get into this position, you start to realize something. The spot that you've just put yourself in, it's ideal in terms of saving the lives of everyone in this room. However, it risks one person's life.
Oh, dang it.
You hear a rattling hiss as a dart gun fires from CEO Beast's side. Beretta, you are struck with a dart in the side. Okay.
that's not the bad one.
That's not the bad one, but Beretta, you immediately take, I believe, if I'm doing my math right now, Christian, 24 damage?
Oh yeah.
Beretta, you take 24 damage as Sleeping Agent courses through your body, and thunk! Your mind starts to shift as your body gives way to the rushing, coursing power of sleep. And what you hear over the next few moments is shouting, clamoring as the situation resolves itself in your unconsciousness. So, let's update Beretta's Pog really quick and then pick it up from there.
You fucking fool. By picking nothing, you picked nothing.
By picking nothing, you have chosen death, but no, you didn't shoot the wrong one.
Yeah.
Okay, let's update Beretta's Pog and then get back to it. Where are you? Beretta, yes. Okay. This outcome kind of rules. Just saying.
I love it. I love it because I learned nothing.
Yeah, it's great.
Listen.
Question.
Yes.
What's Socorro looking like right now?
He was awake during that.
Okay. Does he wound-wise? He's had time to recover like a few days, right?
Yeah, he'll be on 2 wounds, but he's got to be on crutches.
Nice. Absolutely. There we go. Okay.
Okay.
I don't think Bretta's awake to see what happens.
No. Well, she will be in a sec. Hold on.
Okay.
Beretta can't sleep for long.
Nah.
That's true. That's true.
I wish I could rearrange items on a rollable table more easily. I'm losing my mind.
I'm sorry.
Here we go. And then add. Gotta add that smile. God. Okay, so Beretta. What you remember is a little vague, but your body actually manages to course with. First of all, you're going to take a wound, but you're resting during this period, so like it's going to work itself out kind of interestingly. What you remember is Tough yelling something, following by a clamor, a chase, movement throughout the inn, and then your consciousness is fading in and out. As you wake up, someone's watching over you.
Did I steal your bed?
Hang on, I'm going back to the map.
Nah.
Yeah, he kind of looks. That you did. Good job.
I did good.
Yes,
I don't
you
know
got
what
in the way.
happened.
Well, you got in the way of CEO Beast and Tough Weeksman's little dispute, and then CEO Beast shot you in the back, which was good enough proof that CEO Beast was up to something fishy, if you ask me.
Yeah, we needed proof.
Yeah, we did. So I shot at them.
And
They got away.
good.
He kind of leans up, and you notice he's kind of leaning on a crutch. But he's doing pretty bad at chasing people right now.
Yeah, that's understandable.
He kind of looks at you. Well, are you able to stand?
Let's see.
Yep.
What was Beretta's health looking like?
Oh boy, okay, so we're gonna actually figure that out. So let me delete this
Good
Beretta, give you a new one. Beretta, you've lost access to your fake smile pog. I apologize.
I also have no legs.
Yeah, you will reobtain them shortly. Where is that? Beretta. Vacation. There you go.
There we go.
Okay.
I stand up.
And before you roll anything, let me reassign the new you to this pog. There you go. Okay, so, as you stand up, first of all, I want you to tell me what stat you wounded when you got shot.
The yellow that I was already in.
Understandable. So, yes, your yellow was indeed wounded. And in this case, we would heal it immediately, but you're going to roll to die to determine your current health.
Roll to die.
You've taken a nap. So, you can lock in whatever the fuck you want. You don't have to be locked into yellow if another stat would give you more HP.
Ooh, I just saw what happened to purple.
Ah.
Yes. So, yes, you are now at 19 HP. Out of your total of, I believe, 70.
Yeah,
So-
I feel pretty bad.
Yeah, you feel pretty bad. You're full on wounds, though. Yeah.
Tokoro kind of leans up a bit and kind of stretches his arm a little and then kind of takes to the crutch a bit. You notice he's got this tiny little dink gun that could be stored in random places pretty easily. You probably hid it underneath his cushion.
I respect you for sleeping with a gun.
He kind of checks down at the gun. Oh, yes, of course. He puts it down inside of a little holster. Always good to be sure, especially on a strange island like this, with bloody boars showing up on the edge of town.
Everybody
Ye-
thinks I'm crazy because I've been sleeping with a gun since I was 2.
He looks at you with that very same expression. You're not sure if he thinks you're crazy or if it's just the normal thing. However, he seems to close his eyes. I suppose we could use that paranoia right now, huh?
Wouldn't hurt.
I'll tell
Any
you.
worse.
He kind of looks you up and down. You seem to be doing pretty well for yourself, don't you?
I think so.
I'll tell you what then. How about if you go help me take out CEO Beast? He says something, and then it takes another second, perhaps hazy or otherwise, but then the words finally come through, and they hit your ears. I'll go on a date with you.
I don't even have access to the pog that I want to do. She blinks.
He kind of puts up his finger. Though, if anyone else gets killed during this whole affair, I'm afraid it'll only have to be breakfast.
I can get a lot done during breakfast,
We'll see.
but
about
nobody's
that.
going to die.
I'm fucking speechless.
He kind of leans up on the crutch. Very well then. Better get to hurrying if you want to make that promise count.
Yeah, let's limp over and find CEO Beast.
He starts making his way to the door, grabs the door and shoves it open, and then reaches and pulls the gun out of the holster, and he starts kind of crawling his way forward with the pistol and kind of looking around as he goes.
So you go out and someone rounds the corner. Why are you moving like that? They're not in here.
He kind of peeks around like that too. You never know. What? What it was said? What did you? She kind of turns around. Kind of turns around to Beretta. It's like, what was it again? CEO Beast. Don't they hide under rocks or something?
Yeah, like really weird looking rocks.
Oh, okay. Sure, I guess I'll keep an eye out for weird-looking rocks in the middle of my inn. No, they're out there somewhere. Tuff's been watching the door, but we're not sure what we're supposed to do. Like, do we lie low here or what? I can protect everybody inside the inn, but going outside's risky.
I think everybody should stay in here. They have pretty incredible range.
The door is flung open, and Cassius and Dodge rejoin the scene.
Cassius walks in. I assume they were running after
You're
separated from her at some point?
basically what happened was you chased after the sniper but lost sight of them somewhere up around the shrine and have just looped back on the situation.
Okay.
Yes. So you are rejoining. You are unaware of the traitorous nature of CEO Beast. Dodge kind of walks in. Hey, what's going on over here?
Nothing. Don't worry. Just got shot. But we're going to go handle it. You guys want to come with?
Huh?
You're sure you're fine if you got shot?
You got shot. What?
Oh, she's just doing peachy. Can't you hear the joy in her voice?
Mm-hmm. See?
Yeah, but she even when she's hurt. Where's Hagen? Where's Hagen?
Yeah. Is she okay?
I don't know. You're the one who was with her.
Everyone's looking. Okay, everybody, calm down. What's going on? Let's just talk through the situation really quick, okay? Ami's going to sit down and briefly catch everybody up. A minute or two later, Cassius, you're aware of everything that's transpired in the game so far.
Okay. So she's not dead. Okay. That's good.
Ami sort of looks around between the two groups. You sure you want to go out there? I mean, then looks at Cassius actually. I guess we do have Indigo's best detective on our side, so sure, yeah, I'll rate your chances pretty high.
He gets
Cassius found me in like a couple
look.
days.
Oh, Cassius, huh? Okay.
Oh. Yes, it's nice to meet you. Waits for name.
Oh, sorry. This is
See the
Sakura.
provided-
Oh,
I guess you guys haven't met yet.
Never met officially, no.
has
Just
Cassius
another
heard of him?
detective.
Yeah.
Cassius gets like a shifty look, like, oh,
This
it's
guy's
nice to meet you.
a lawyer. More specifically, he is one of the heads of the good old legal firm at the head of Main Street in Old Town, and his sudden disappearance around the empty night was considered suspicious by many. And his absence actually left a lot of work left to be filled. Honestly, there are multiple borderline conspiracy theories about how this person was picked out by the Lancian government. Like maybe Mr. Grey got him or something. There's a lot of weird theories surrounding this dude, and it's weird to find him on this island with Beretta hanging onto his arm.
Cassius is like, oh, this is Sakura. Cassius is like, oh, this
He
is where
seems-
you went?
He seems to give you that exact glare as he's just like, Excuse me, Mr. Detective. I believe we have a murderer to find.
Have they killed somebody?
I'm sure they have. Someone willing to shoot with that sort of efficiency has to at some point.
They certainly did try.
Yeah,
They
that's
definitely tried.
true.
Attempted murder is not something that we can easily forgive.
Come on now. He puts his
He puts his what?
You cut out.
he waves his hand out at Beretta to follow him.
She does.
God, you're the worst. Dodge moves forward. Hold on, Beretta. I gotta. There you go. This new one is capable of smiling.
Oh, good.
Let me give you powers.
How's Tough Weakman doing now that he's not shot?
Tough is the best description of Tough Weakman is rattled. Like it seems like he's having trouble maintaining focus, and he's just sort of like back to this like cabinet. He seems to be off in a daze. You can engage with him if you want. There you go. Now you're capable of smiling. It's a little chewed up because it's by my cursed roll 20, but it's better than nothing.
Tough, are you okay?
Yeah. Hey, thanks for taking the hit for me.
It was my pleasure. I wish I could have stopped it from escalating even further, but
You kind of did. I was worried that she was going to do something like shoot Sokoro. Looks over to the lawyer.
well,
I don't know how effective any of those weird darts would be on me to begin with. So really I was worried about that one. But yeah, thanks for taking the hit. I don't want to sound not grateful. He looks away.
oh, I got shot and they might not have even hurt you. I see.
His eyes open up. Yeah, sedatives are their sort of own problem on me. It could have not hurt me at all, or it could have been the worst thing in the world, and this entire inn could have detonated.
Well, in that case, how about we keep you far in the front?
I don't think you want me going supernova on you.
Cassius kind of speaks up. I don't think they work on me either. He pulls out the one that he actually got shot with. I don't know what kind it is. I don't know what the label says, but he holds it out.
It's the sleepy label.
Oh,
He moves on up, and then kind of lightly puts a hand on Cassius' shoulder. Well, I guess thank you for being up front. He leans back on his crutch. Let's be in the middle.
also, Cassius,
Yeah.
I think there's somebody you need to talk to here. I think they might be your sire.
My what?
Your sire.
What is...
I've been
I don't
suspecting this for a
understand.
long time, but this basically confirms it.
Are you
You're a
about to-
vampire, Cassius.
No, you're doing that. Do it. I'm not a vampire. I don't drink
It's
blood.
okay. We don't need to lie to each other anymore. The pale skin, the red hair, the glowing red eye. Of course. It was obvious.
My hair's just red. Britta, I don't drink blood or anything. I'm not a vampire.
Dodge.
Cassius, since you've been out here in the sun, you've been sparkling.
I think
Is red hair a sign of being a vampire? Dodge thinking about the wrong things in the background.
Yeah, it's because they drink so much blood. It turns their hair red like a flamingo.
I don't drink blood. I know I bleed a lot, Beretta, but I don't drink blood.
Okay, winks. Let's go.
Come on, vampire boy. Why don't you get up front?
Okay.
Count Cassius has a brilliant alliteration to it.
I hate this island. I come here, they make me dance and go, vamp boy, go.
Oh man,
That's incredible.
I just had the fucking realization point as soon as Brennan started talking, and I was already dead. I was already starting.
Okay, let me set up the next map. I honestly expected you to potentially hunker up in the inn overnight, but we're going for it.
Oh no, we're gonna kill her.
Yeah.
We're not gonna kill her.
We're gonna kill her.
Do we look like little bitches?
We're not gonna kill her because, you know,
You know.
this is a group of cowards in Sokoro.
So girl, do it. Okay, let me get my night assets. Because you guys are going out into the night to hunt a sniper.
Yeah.
Good thing we brought a vampire.
Yeah.
Good thing you brought a vampire with you.
This reminds me, Cassius turns around. Are any of you particularly close to this person?
Unfortunately, I don't know much about them.
Fortunately not.
No, that's unfortunate. Beretta, can I... He just does it. He doesn't hear harassing him. He just does it. He's gonna red string you.
Oh, excellent. Okay.
Red
So-
string the wound.
Give me
Oh, you haven't done this before.
give me a roll to die on Beretta.
Oh, take my black stat away. I don't want it
Alright, that's
anymore.
just like
Oh
a
yeah, of
one,
course.
so
Yeah,
it's
get
like
rid of
a-
that. Get rid of that shit.
I need to roll to die.
No. This is a Cassius thing. So I'm gonna ask you to re-roll in a sec.
Damn.
Because-
That was a good one too.
Yeah, no, the black stat, the gap between his highest and lowest he takes in damage. So
It automatically works.
yeah. So give me a roll to die.
Roll to die.
There you go. Okay, so 2 damage, much better.
I'm at 50 right now, right?
Yes.
Dos demon.
Okay.
And it was
so-
how much? It's 2?
2, exactly 2 damage.
How are you gonna survive?
How are you gonna
How am I
survive?
gonna survive,
How are you going to
dude?
survive, dude?
And then Beretta, you are at 19.
Of course.
Out of your 70,
The island
because-
made you powerful.
the island has made you powerful.
It's session 7.
Yeah, it's session 7.
So you're 70 HP. Yeah.
And then dodge is at 25 out of 25. Then
Sokoro's at 3 out of 3.
yes.
I may
Correct
not look
assessment.
it, but I'm made out of paper and glass.
Oh boy, so Cassius, as you scan Beretta and her bonds to people on the island, you realize that there are a few powerful bonds between Beretta and others. In particular, there's one tracing off into the distance that you assume is her bond with her father. He is probably passed out somewhere safe, as is his method. But there's some other interesting bonds that you see stretching out from Beretta. They're far more fragmentary or, I guess abstract. Tracing them with a simple string isn't something you're necessarily capable of. First of all, let's go through the normal bonds. Yeah, this one, like you feel some closeness between him and Beretta, some closeness between her and Beretta. You feel, whatever the fuck is going on with this one over here, very close with Beretta, actually.
Twice.
That is an iron bond between Sorelia, you think, and Beretta. But as you examine a little deeper, the bonds start to get weird and you're not sure who goes to who. One of these bonds is dripping with almost disgusting inky blackness. Another you see as almost brittle. It is frozen over as if it were an icicle as it approaches. Hey, over here.
Oh.
Then we get to the even stranger bonds. Beretta has what appears to be 3 bonds with people on this island that tie not to a person, but as if to the fabric of the island itself.
Oh no.
And figuring out exactly where those people are will be impossible, because those bonds run directly into the fabric of the island.
So it's like a string that just goes straight into the fucking ground or
It's
into
like-
the sky.
It starts off on Beretta's end, and then it burns away almost like a signal flare. It's really uncomfortable. Do you want to examine the bond between these two at all? Just a point of curiosity. I'm just curious.
I mean, he doesn't look at people's like relationships.
That
That's
makes
like
sense.
a little bit skeevy, but it's like
That's a little skeevy.
if it's like a clear thing of like one side is like if it's like I imagine that like bonds that are clearly one-sided or like very different between the two people are really obvious just from looking. So if it's like clearly like Sokoro fucking hates her or something, then he would be able to tell right away pretty easily.
Hey,
I'd
Christian.
imagine.
Any of that come through automatically?
I mean, yeah, you could probably feel a little bit of.
Good.
Yeah. That I could say the best way to word the bond as it comes off is like, you ever drive down the street and you see like an old lady dragging a dog by the collar?
I fucking hate this. This is awful. Little freaks.
Cassius looks at this and goes, "Well, that was not helpful at all." Okay.
Cassius, what are your
Great.
specialized B?
He looks at you, Britta, and he goes, "You're a little weird."
Thank you.
They're not going to be any help with this. I'll just have to do it the old-fashioned way. And he walks out the door.
Okay, you go outside. Into the night.
I don't think anyone has told Cassius that you're not supposed to be outside on the island at night, so he doesn't
Yeah.
even know this is a problem.
Oh
What's
yeah,
the-
we're stupid.
What's the game plan, team?
I need.
Well,
Can I have a monkey?
Yeah, you want a monkey?
I want to know their bond.
Pure bond.
Little man appears out of the trees out of nowhere.
It's white.
pure, unadulterated respect. Mutually. Well, what is their bond? I can't tell you.
Yeah.
What is their bond?
I can only see them.
What's their bond? Beretta, you tell us.
See, their bond is like 100 knots that tie into a Renaissance painting and then link them both together.
Damn.
It's art.
Damn.
It's pure. It's
Yeah.
family.
Family.
Cassius, this monkey comes out of the tree and you see the purity of their bond and you're like, huh.
Cassius just looks at Britta again, like, doesn't say anything, but the energy of, wow, you're kind of weird, just comes across again.
The
It's very
words-
much like two people who can understand each other without words. Just a glance is enough.
The words echo in your head. Beretta comparing a little man to your Dodge.
Anyway. So they chased CEO Beast out through this exit, right?
Yes, and otherwise lost sight of them.
No
Also,
one has been
Cassius.
out of. Yes.
We have to be careful. We're really not supposed to be out here at night.
Why did you only tell me that now?
Because I figured you'd want to stay. And I'm in a hurry.
Okay. Well, has anyone left since they left?
Not that you're aware of. Beretta, you've been unconscious. Socorro, you've been watching her.
Are there any footprints other than ours?
Ooh, good question. So, here's the point that you gotta roll for it, Cassius.
Oh,
Yeah, my detective energy.
You, in this case.
Let me lock in.
Yeah.
Dude.
Okay.
Not great.
So, in this case, I'm going to give you a 1d3 hint. This is not you getting shot. Oh, okay. You get the general direction of where they went. They traveled onto the beach this way. You see very, very distinct footprints leading in that direction.
All right, come on, they're this way.
He is good.
Seems like a trap.
Well, if it's a trap, I am going first.
Which way is that?
To the right.
To the
Towards
right?
the Pietro mansion.
Yes, move dodge for me as I prepare the next map.
Hold on.
Give me control.
Sokoro kind of steps up. That's the Pietro mansion, right?
Mm-hmm.
Beretta, do you know a good back way to the Pietro mansion?
Ooh, do I?
Ooh.
I have been exploring the island.
Give me a sightseeing roll. So from your... Oh, wait! Your sightseeing's dead!
Couldn't we go up and loop around through the walkway?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You going up in that direction? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, in that case, let me give you control of dodge. Please
Oh.
move the boy for me.
Does that bring us next to the tower?
Yes, it does.
Can we make a stop?
Oh, you're gonna head up in that
yeah,
direction? Okay,
yeah.
so, here. First of all, dodge controlled by everyone. So, you're gonna go up through the shrine area.
Give me control of my boy.
Yeah.
There you go.
It actually would be safer to go through the shrine.
There, you guys should be able to control dodge now.
Yes, I have control.
Okay, so, you're gonna go up through the shrine?
Yeah.
Smart. Okay. Let me get that map ready instead.
Yeah. If we're passing the tower, we can make a pit stop, Jay, if you know what I'm saying.
I know what you're saying.
What are you
Whoa, is it
doing,
ape
little
escape time?
monkey?
Yeah, boy. Except we ain't the monkeys.
Oh. Wait, isn't that a good thing?
Wait, aren't...
Dodge looks down to little man, who now walks with purpose.
Little man.
Whoa. You're really gonna show them your secret?
Little man nods. Yeah, and he looks back at Dodge. It's the only way.
I assume only Dodge can hear that.
Yeah, Dodge is the only one that properly understands that, and Dodge nods along knowingly. Well, I guess if we're involved in advanced warfare, we have to up the stakes ourselves, or something.
Cassius looks confused. Only hearing Dodge is half of this.
Yeah.
Just go with it, Cassius. It's kind of the nature of the island.
Beretta, roll me 1d6.
1d6.
Now.
Who's been hurt this direction?
Ooh. Then I need to roll something for them.
Oh no. Oh
We're
no.
dead.
Fuck
Versus.
Us taking. Oh wait. Us
Oh.
taking time might lead to death.
Yeah, it could. Yeah, so you head out into the night, and you move up into the shrine. It's dark here. Damn dark.
We should only need to go up like this, right? In theory, if we go like this, we should be
And
able to
up
cut.
into the right, yeah.
If you hear the cicadas stop, then we need to go back.
Okay.
You're understanding the rules of this place. Please transport the Dodge for me as
I
I
got
set
it.
things up.
Cassius is moving ahead on purpose so that if anyone gets shot in the back, it's him.
Beretta is limping to try and stay next to him because she's equally self-sacrificing.
And as you come into this area, you sort of you shift over, but you hear something moving behind you.
Oh no.
Do you do anything? Do you press on or investigate the noise is the question.
I look at Beretta. I still have my red string up on her. Are they looking any different?
So, as you move into the island itself, the red strings become... The best way to put it is murkier. It is like
Vague.
traveling through a thick mist. If you wanna string Beretta again, you can feel free.
I can.
Okay.
3 damage.
3 damage, and yeah, there is a bond pointing backwards to that point of movement. It's not.
Is it one I recognize?
No, not really. It's not one of the weird ones, though. Is the best way to put it.
Okay, so it's not one that I can pick up on who it is instantly, but
Yeah.
it's not one of the 3 freaks.
It's not one of the three freaks. It's also not one you recognize.
Okay. I'm not gonna worry about it then.
Okay, Beretta, what do you do?
Nah, I'm nosy. Beretta turns back.
Beretta, you start going back, and you follow your way up the path towards the shrine just a little bit, and you hear someone cursing out there. Damn it! No, that's not good. A quiet voice, and then you hear a strain, and then okay, I'll just try again. No one can see me. This is not embarrassing. 1 and 2 and
Sokoro calls out a voice. Boss.
The sound stops. Yes.
What are you doing?
You look across the path, and there you see it. He's hanging upside down by his leg from a tree. Just swinging back and forth lightly.
Are you stretching your back?
Yes. Do you know, hey, I could use maybe the smallest amount of assistance.
Little man, you special in trees?
Woman is gonna approach, and but before he completely goes there,
Yes.
he is going to see what little man would have done in this situation.
No.
Is use Iori. It may look like Iori's in a trap, but then he'd set another trap for someone going to save him. So I'm
This is monkey logic.
I sent the right monkey.
Yeah,
I'm gonna use hands
you're gonna use hands to try to discern the truth.
to discern the truth.
Little man, you start to scan the ground with your hands, and as you go, clever little monkey, you do indeed discover that this trap was baited with a person. Yes, this is set up in such a way that, should you try to rescue Iori, the trap would simply add another layer, growing another head like a hydra. Soon, everyone would be dangling from their legs from that tree.
Excellent job, little man.
Yeah, little man's gonna trigger it with a stick.
You trigger it with a stick and let out a celebratory scream as the trap collapses, thunking Iori down on the
He
ground.
does a little dance and claps above his head.
Thank you very much, little man. I can always count on you.
Yeah.
Iori, I suggest you go back to the inn.
I was going to suggest something similar. I can do what I can to rally the people still around the village. Do you need any assistance?
I think we've got all we need right here. It would be better if everybody stays inside,
Understandable.
especially at night.
Is there anyone that I can assist out there, perhaps in the night? I was caught unawares myself, but I kind of worry about those that travel around late at night.
Isn't your dad and Dumb unconscious out there?
I see. Where would that be? He already speaks up.
Over this way.
Okay, I will do my best to not get caught in any further traps. I wish you the best of luck.
Keep your eyes peeled.
Well, man.
Good luck, boss. And make sure if the cicadas stop screaming, you might want to leave.
Yeah.
Of course.
Little man's gonna hand him a stick and poke the ground.
Very clever. He takes the stick and starts to poke the ground. And little man in the distance, you feel satisfied as you hear a loud snap as another trap is triggered.
I guess
Okay.
he's the second most brilliant tactician on the island.
Excellent. You've recovered Iori. Roll 2d6 for me for people that Iori will pull out of danger.
1d6.
Okay,
2d6.
good. Hey, your dad's not in danger anymore.
Hooray!
For once, the fact that it always rolls William Pietro was actually a good thing. Okay, so you're going around the outside, and
Good work delegating.
It's something I learned from my mother.
Hey Socorro,
Yeah?
you know Beretta's mom.
I do know Beretta's mom. Have I ever worked with Beretta's mom?
Yes.
Everything makes sense now.
Yeah, everything makes sense now, is all I have to say.
Yeah.
So, you come onto this map. This area.
Cassius hops over and just immediately, like, no grace, just instantly, like, are there any traps here? I'm just gonna step around.
Yep. So
Stop,
you come
be smarter.
you come into this area, and
No fear.
no fear. So there's a few things. What direction are you guys headed? Are you headed back down towards the
Down.
beach, or
Little man points upwards.
We're heading down, but yeah, I remember Little Man wanted to show us something to help us with this mission.
Yeah.
So Beretta will join Little Man in heading north, which should be
Okay.
less trapped because it's not in the direction that we're supposed to be heading.
Little man's gonna walk on the rocks on the side of the path just to be careful.
okay?
Cassius will go first. Because he's the
Socorro.
least injured.
Walking with a crutch just has to go down the middle path, seeing everyone walk on stairs. He just kind of follows a bit behind Cassius.
Okay. And you go up. Do me a favor. Hey, Beretta, roll to die for me. Okay. I think you're the first one to notice this. Something's off about this place. Definitely. Your strategy was to approach the beach, right? To theoretically avoid any traps?
Yeah.
It's funny. It almost feels like you and the CEO Beast might be playing some sort of game of cat and mouse, because you were the first to notice the razor wire that Cassius is about to step into. It runs
Cassius,
side.
stop.
It runs.
Cassius stops.
It runs sidelong up the staircase and is set up in such a way that should you trigger it, it won't just hamstring you. It will fire what appear to be two almost arrow throwers from little almost embankments up on the walls. But the funny thing about this is, they're not set up to prevent approach to the East Beach. They're set up to make approach to the top of this mountain harder. It feels like you have managed to circumvent or get ahead of CEO Beast to some extent, but at the same time, you have wormed your way onto her path of traps just the same. You're in the mind games section, my friend.
So we're playing Yomi then.
You're playing Yomi then, yeah. So, for some reason, she assumed you would approach from this direction. Take that information as you will.
Oh, well, if if Beretta points it out, can I, like, cut it or something without
I wouldn't cut
triggering
it if I were you.
Oh.
They might be looking in this direction to see if any of the traps triggered.
Okay, I'll just
So
go
we
around
should just
it.
go around it, yeah.
Okay. You all step around? Excellent. Okay.
Oh yeah. Little man's gonna help Sokoro.
Yes.
Okoro takes little man's hand and lets little man wander, like, guide him off the path.
Yeah.
At least one of
Okay.
us all right.
You're the worst.
He tips an invisible fedora.
You continue progressing your way up. And about this point, stop. Cassius, you see it first.
Okay.
The fucking rock's still there.
Yeah, I looked up there and
Yeah.
I knew it.
How are you feeling about pressing your luck with that rock?
I'll press my luck with the rock all day long. I'm less okay with everyone else pressing their luck with
Like
the
with the
rock.
rock, yeah.
Hold on. Sokoro kind of steps over. You really think they'd use a rock again?
Actually, I do.
Eager.
They would think that we wouldn't expect the rock a second time because of the rock the first time. It's actually some sort of 4D chess.
Beretta, you're playing on too little levels. They'd expect you to expect the rock again and set up somewhere else. A great vantage point to take you out when you walked up to that rock twice.
Well, it's fine. I'll just walk up to the rock, and we'll see what happens.
Great idea, frontliner.
Cassius rolled an eye as you approach. Do you have any? No, there's no way you can beat that. Okay, Cassius, as you walk up, you take your position as frontliner very seriously, and as you walk up alongside these long stone railings, your foot pitches out to the side as what appears to be like almost an intentional, like the best way to put it is the bottom of this rock was greased, and as you step on it sideways, you slip and just impact hard and roll down the stairs. You take this much damage. 4 damage.
Oh.
Rolls, stands back up. Okay, rocks aren't safe either.
They seem to be trying to stop us from going in this direction, so we must be on the right path.
Sorry if that was too much noise.
Todd just like moves over like, are you okay?
Huh? Yeah, it wasn't that bad.
Just...
It was better than getting shot in the leg by those arrows that Beretta pointed out.
you know,
Dodge kind of nods.
you know what? Well,
It was just a greased rock.
Don't worry, Dodge. Cassius is a vampire. He has supernatural
I'm not a vampire.
invulnerability.
you know what I'm?
Yeah, it's even nighttime.
What's up?
How thick is this grease?
It's pretty thick, honestly. It's like industrial grease.
Yeah, can I scoop it up with my hands?
You can.
What I want to do.
We've got a greased monkey.
I'm gonna grease the step.
Oh.
So that if
Oh.
CO Beast is like, yeah, at the top of these stairs. So if CO Beast tries, they go back into their own trap.
Yeah. Oh.
Oh,
Home
that's
Alone.
fucking brilliant. Okay. Continue on.
Just look, man.
No, listen.
It's
Hold
monkey
on, let me-
tactics, bro.
It's time for some fucking monkey tactics.
Are you saying that it's guerrilla warfare?
Kind of is at this point, honestly.
So how likely is it that she's gonna try and hamstring me again?
Highly. Especially if we're going in
Alright.
the direction that they don't want us to go into.
Cassius is now looking at the stairs before he approaches them.
Are you sure you want to go first? Dodge seems kind of worried about that.
Like, I'll be fine. Like, I'm mostly just, if there are some, like, weird darts or something, I'd rather it hit me than one of you guys. Luckily, well, the idea would be we notice the trap before I step in it,
No.
but
I'm so
can I, like, roll to, like, investigate the path? Because, like, at this point, it's a straight line up.
It's a straight line up. I'm gonna need some deduction from you first. Ultimately, it will come down to how you approach the scenario. What layer of 4D chess do you believe this situation is being played on?
Well, the issue is that she saw our approach. The issue is she was smart and let us approach her this direction one time before trapping it. So she knows that what we did last time was split up and go like this and like this. So I assume she trapped both directions.
But did she have time to trap both directions because we we started chasing so soon?
Hey Cassius, roll me a roll to die. You know what? That's high enough. Cassius, good deduction. That side's trapped to hell.
Yeah, that side's probably really trapped because the first thing that you would think is to not go on the obvious path. Do the stairs directly in front of me look like there are any issues with them, or the rocks around them, or...
They look fine, actually. So basically how this is gonna go is, Cassius, you can approach as much as you want, and I'll have you stop and roll to die, and you can give me a deduction based on what you think is happening, and I will drop the DC if you're correct.
Okie dokie.
The bizarre
Yes.
field.
This relies on me being smart, which means I'm gonna do bad, but here
You
we go.
have done great so far.
Look, man, I've already greased the step. It's over.
It's over.
It's over.
Okay, so...
Wait, you guys should let me go up the stairs first in case I fall down them again. I would hate for us to bowling pin down the stairs.
Yeah, I'll come down here and I'll catch you if you roll down.
Okay.
It's kind of good.
He'll make his way up the stairs.
Kind of
Make your
romantic.
way up.
Kind of romantic.
Okay, Cassius. Give me a roll to die at this juncture.
Yeah, I imagined there would be one here.
Yeah, what do you think is going on in this area?
Well, there's the step here that goes down.
Yeah.
So I imagine it's probably a thing that if you go up more, it pushes you down here and makes you fall into all the traps that they set this direction.
Ooh, okay, very clever. Yeah, give me that roll
Because
to die.
there were no traps here that I haven't like the traps here
No.
were on the side. It seems like this area is remotely safe.
Yeah,
Just
Yeah,
like
give me-
comfortable.
give me that roll to die. Ooh, excellent. So, yeah, you are on the lookout for exactly what you need to be looking for. So as you approach, you look, and this is another lame one. This is another really lame one. The bottom of this stair is broken and greased in such a way that if you put any pressure on it, it'll basically just give out and make you collapse backwards down, and then, yeah, you roll into the traps.
Traps.
All right, Cassius will purposefully like a step above it. The stair here is broken. Don't step on it.
We're definitely going in the right direction then.
Okay. You all approach the rock. Beretta, I want you to make a call. What level of chess is CEO Beast playing right now? Is she in that rock, or is Socorro correct and she's watching that rock? I need you to make a call for Cassius's sake.
Jeez.
I fucking know my answer. Could PM it to you, Jay, because I think it would be fun.
Yeah. It's time. It's time to make a fucking call.
Because he's
Listen.
gonna walk over to the rock. That's what he said he'd do.
Uh,
And if he gets shot, then he gets shot. Whatever.
I think she's in that rock.
she's in the rock?
I think that she thinks that we think that she might be in the rock,
Okay.
and then we think that she thinks that she might be watching the rock, but she's actually in the rock. So if we go and approach where we think she'd be watching up in the tower where we thought she was the first time, then she's going to end up being in the rock.
Beretta, is that your call? The 7-dimensional chess?
That's my call.
You think she's at 7 dimensions?
Yes, I do.
Okay.
No
Okay,
way.
Cassius. Cassius, you approach. Beretta, you make the call to Cassius. You let him
Cassius.
know. Yeah,
I
you
think
go.
she's
You go.
in the rock.
Okay. Can I ask something first?
Mm.
This tower, is it powered?
It is not powered. No.
Okay. I just wanted to ask because the little lights on it, I couldn't tell if they were on or off. All right, I'm gonna walk up with my
Okay.
sword out and just hit it.
Give me a roll to die.
Good.
So. Ooh, very good. Okay. Then I get to make a jam roll. This would only be that much?
Cassius explodes.
Wow. Okay. Your
Cassius
call.
explodes.
was exactly enough to be correct. In this moment, you feel it. The presence of another one of this island's great spirits. It's bearing down on your friend Cassius. You assume the 7-dimensional chess. You assume that she will be within the rock, assuming that you will assume that she is not within the rock, watching the rock, because you're only operating on 5 dimensions of chess, which is entirely incorrect. No, you're on the 7th level, but you failed to anticipate one thing. That the CEO beast may be one level beyond even that. The 8th level of chess. That's right. Something that exists even beyond existing within the rock. The CEO beast emerges from cover, taking aim from a nearby area. Your warning, however, making a commitment to the rock itself gives Cassius the edge to stop the CEO beast as she emerges from the realistic rock.
I was right!
Cassius, you win by an exact tie as the dart impacts your sword, bounces off, and flies down the stairs.
I was just like, I know what I would do. I'd be in the realistic rock next to the sketchy fake rock.
Yeah. Beretta, you managed to successfully read your opponent well enough, and your ally's actions were well coordinated enough that he was able to deflect the attack. You've seen through her chess. It's your move next. What happens?
If I have the first move, Beretta's going to approach with her hands up.
You approach with your hands up?
Yeah.
Risky move, my friend. What do you say?
Listen, CEO Beast, I kind of suspected that you were going to be one of these spirits, and believe me, after everything I've been through tonight, I feel like I understand what you're going through. I have no intention of staying here on this island with you. That sounds like the worst kind of hell imaginable. But I want to learn from you.
She stops. Give me a roll to do, Beretta. Oh, okay.
Pretty nice roll.
We're gonna make sure CEO Beast is properly dropped, and okay. So, in this case, yeah, she's gonna clip this one, but yeah, you seem to give her pause for a moment as the dart bounces off Cassius. Cassius, you're sweating. You're holding the line as Beretta speaks up and sort of nudges past. You're still out in front. If she takes the shot, you can put yourself in the way. Is my
always.
full disclosure. So how does she respond to that? She's doing her yellow. Okay, I think I know how. You want to learn from me, huh?
Yeah. From the last one, I learned so much, and if the process of learning includes us fighting right now to the death or something, then that's fine. But I just want you to know, I feel like I understand what you're going through.
You think you understand? You think you understand the pain I've endured? That voice echoes out, and for a second, you think on it. Yeah, these spirits have been interred here for so long. That absolute crushing weight of being worn down by the island, almost like a rock on the shore. That overwhelming weight has to have borne down on the CEO beast just the same. This is a being worthy of pity just the same. And then her attitude seems to change a little bit. All of that pain I endured working my 9 to 5 back on the mainland. Those words flare out, and you sense a different kind of weight, a different type of pain. She takes a step backwards. If you want to learn from me, Beretta, you'll do the opposite of what you were just saying. Embrace this island. That's true freedom.
Okay. If that's what you want.
Oh boy.
Chris just looks at you like, is that, what does that mean?
Oh boy.
Hey, Socorro,
Yeah? Oh.
what do you do?
Excellent. Well, to understand what Socorro does, first off, you need to understand the concept of 8-dimensional chess. After all, you said things earlier that were predicated on some pure nonsense, quite frankly. Beretta did an okay job playing at 7th-dimensional level, but, of course, CEO Beast was playing 1 degree higher. But that was pretty good for an amateur. God damn it. See, hanging out right behind that rock, that's a pretty okay plan. Though you need to take it 1 step higher. When I declared that I knew what was going on, that was still within my... well, my guess as the Debate King. So I'm going to activate my Debate King guess, which means at any point I declare something as if I'm some higher standing. And if I'm correct, I get a plus 1d6 bonus on my swing at something. And if I fail, I take damage and lose a bonus and get fucked. But that never happens, so...
That would never happen. You're not... Yeah, no, this couldn't go bad. So,
well,
tell me what you do.
Playing at a 7th dimensional level. Over here, at this log...
yes, the suspicious out-of-place log!
While Beretta pulled up, went with her hands out, all attention was pulled to her. And the meanwhile, Socorro took his time during the speech, moving over to the side, making sure to keep check of every single trap. And, coming out from the corner, he reaches his gun straight across, and he fires at the back of CEO Beast from over here.
Give me a clash, my friend. Yes!
Oh,
yes!
Oh, boy. Oh, wait.
Oh, Escalade, baby!
Oh, wait, no, but you forgot. I have a
The
bonus
Debate
1d6.
King.
So that's a plus 5 to that swing, which means that's a total of 12 doubled to 24.
24 damage.
24
as
back at you.
a shot rings out. Socorro, you hit the CEO Beast in the back of the head, and she crumples forwards to the ground. What do you say?
A bit of a stretch for self-defense. But seeing as this is an island unclaimed by anyone, I think I make the law here.
The pistol smokes in his hand, and CEO Beast from the ground almost lets out a long, sort of ugly, discordant chuckle. It sounds like the grating of metal on metal. And you feel her presence almost shift. She stands up, whirls around, takes a step backwards. Beretta, you want to embrace the island? You want to become one with this place? We would be more than happy to welcome you. But at the same time, you need to understand the existence of pitiable creatures like that one. She motions over to Socorro. Look at his eyes, his expression, his entire suit. Everything drips like a worn-away puppet, a figure, another soldier in the War of the 9 to 5. That man is no longer alive. He's little more than a shadow. On this island, you can live far more.
Is it true? Are you dead, Socorro?
She turns over to the Beretta, kind of raises an eyebrow. Oh, don't listen to her hippie union bullshit. Just kill her already.
Hey, Socorro.
Yeah,
Hey, Socorro.
What's up?
Are you, in any way, do CEO Beast's words resonate with you? Actually, what are your roll to do versus
We
this?
should probably roll to do. Should I drop my swing and...
No.
Okay, let's see.
I
No,
adore Socorro.
No, you clash with me.
Yeah, you're yellow.
You're right. Oh, yeah. Oh, in this case. Oh, maybe. Yeah, maybe.
Oh, Christian, it's time.
Oh, yeah? Oh,
It's
yeah?
time.
Oh, boy.
As you're like, don't listen to that hippie union crap. Just kill her. Your gun's still smoking. You realize, Socorro, it's too late.
Oh?
You've already spoken to CEO Beast. You're already caught within something that she is already incredibly familiar with. Hippie union? What was that?
Oh no.
Bringing that out from a lawyer boy. Seriously? You don't think I know who you are? Socorro Aquila, the terror of West Windrose. Step, thunk. The presence grows in your
He
face.
raises the
Socorro.
gun up. What are you talking about?
That's right. You operated under Arenea's thumb for a while, another wedge against the Marigold family. You're another one of those problem causers that brought an end to the Great Wall of West Indigo. She starts to move in. Socorro, you can feel it. The jobs you took in the past. The weight of the litigation that you put forward. How does this person know that?
He stops and he holds up. How do you know that?
This island drinks in your sins. It repeats them loud and late into the night.
He stops.
You came...
Sends.
Yes, of course. You came here not only to escape from the weight of all the stuff that was waiting for you back in Indigo, you came here to escape the crimes you committed during your time as a lawyer.
He kind of,
Moves in.
I never broke the law as a lawyer. Kind of backs up against the log, and you should stop right there.
That's right. You wrote the laws so you wouldn't break them.
I didn't write laws. Not.
She tilts
not
her
there.
head back and forth. Oh, but you threw wide the gate so that Aranea could come in and crush Indigo beneath its boot heel. Legal precedent, all of that groundwork led by your law office. I wonder how it feels to leave your city in flames.
Let me now roll to die for him.
Yeah.
Let me also.
Okay.
Oh no.
Oh no!
Multiple elements.
Oh man.
I wasn't supposed to be here for this, but I am.
Yeah, you sure are.
He stops and he kind of looks directly at you, and he oh boy, so he still kept his big law thing there, so
Yeah.
it's like he like looks directly at her and is like, I think those kind of matters, the city of Indigo, they have trouble making do with the new place, the new laws, the new rules. Still better than the old ones.
The big
Hey.
exhale.
If they can't live in that new society, then that's their responsibility.
You say that having been someone who ran away.
Is Captain saying that out loud?
Yeah, he does.
Yeah,
Uh-oh.
that's great.
Yeah!
Oh boy.
Yeah! Yeah! Little man and Dodge back here like, you seeing this shit, little man?
The two monkeys.
Sokoro deflects and then kind of points the gun back at COBs, making sure she can't step another step closer. Well, what about you then? You ran away too, didn't you?
No, I didn't. I came here to find someone I thought died.
I wasn't talking to you, I'm talking to her!
Rolls his
See.
eyes.
COB takes a step backwards. Run away. Run away. No. Don't you see that? Motions over to the tower. Big, imposing in the back. And that actually reminds these two. Dodge taps the little man on the shoulder. Come on, let's go. While they're distracted. They start to move over in this direction. She motions over to the tower. I didn't run. I was set to rebuild this place. This was supposed to be our new gateway into the world at large. Don't you get it? Don't you understand what this is?
Beretta steps forward as she starts talking and says, every spirit who stuck here on this island tried to conquer this island and failed. You're one of those failures, aren't you?
She takes a step upwards. A failure, sure. but now I'm actually free. Don't you understand, Beretta? Freedom, as it exists now, is something that can only be purchased by the individual. You feel these words speak up, and Sakura, unless you do something to stop her right now, you can feel it beginning. She's about to begin a long-winded speech.
Sokuro would usually just, if Sokuro was in his normal state of mind, he'd just shoot her again. However, he's been thrown on the back foot due to that combo from Cassius and the CEO Beast, and now he's holding his gun and he's trying to think of what to do.
She stands up top. That's right. I came to this island with a contingent of RNAians. We were set to settle this place, to act as a gateway to the rest of the world. Do you know why that is? She waits for an answer.
Go on.
It's because, as you understand it, your country is a lie. Points at you, Beretta, and then spins and points back to Socorro. Windrose is little more than a fabrication created in law offices. It's a PR stunt that exists to push the image of a nation. And as she says this, you get the feeling you're getting really into it. That's right, really think about it. Think about the shape of this great nation. She snaps her fingers. Cities exist outlining major ports. We have Indigo, Rue, Bluebell, Snowdrop. They exist to be stopover locations for different merchants, different showrooms to show off the existence of a unified Windrose. But you know what exists beyond that? Cassius, you know this firmly. What exists in the woods beyond Indigo? What exists beyond the walls of the city? Absolutely nothing.
Nothing. The Tide's Edge fucking, that old Tide's Edge base commissioner, like fucking nothing's out there. A bunch of empty villages that couldn't support themselves.
Exactly. Dodge. You feel a pang of pain run through your body as you remember Dodge. That's right. If you think of Windrose as a country, as its whole, it's really just a collection of islands. Just like this one. The CEO Beast motions around. But some of those islands are claimed occasionally by great companies known as Aranea, the Marigold family. They're claimed by nobility who say that they've conquered this island and they repaint it in their name. If you want true freedom, you have to escape those islands. You have to become an individual. She stresses this once again and then looks at Beretta. Beretta, what is your image of freedom?
Oh my god.
Listen, I've wanted to do a dumb Metal Gear speech forever. I'm having my fucking pants.
Beretta looks down for a minute, and then she steps up. Quite frankly, CEO Beast, I don't give a damn about your country or your nation states, your islands. If Indigo's a facade, it's long past that at this point. Look at him. This is the manifestation of what the city has become, whether or not it's fake legally or not. Freedom is being able to decide whether or not you're real, whether despite the fact that you're fake.
Give me a roll to do. Give me a roll to do, Beretta.
There's a Metal Gear Solid speech right back at you.
She takes a grand total of 15 damage.
Jesus, y'all out here hitting hard. Cassius is just a little dude.
Oh boy. How does CO Beast respond to that?
CO Beast recoils. It's about freedom then, even if you're fake. Well, let me tell you, once you have a taste of something true, the facade will burn away completely. You can't go back to being fake. What's on this island is true power. What exists on the mainland, it's all facade. Don't you see, Beretta? Ever since the 1 week war. Windrose itself
losing
has
it.
been moving itself towards an industrial revolution.
Yeah.
That's right. While people used to forge their own path in the great ocean known as Windrose, we now move together in cities, forming these fake islands of our own. Beretta, you must be a young person, because you don't understand the truth that existed before the islands. That's right. Now we bind ourselves up in cages made of steel, grinding ourselves to the bone for the classic 9 to 5. In the future, they're building ships out of iron. Soon we'll spread our mundanity to the stars, Beretta. You think you can make something true out of that world? I welcome you to try. Instead, you should try to embrace truth beyond your convenient automobiles. You should try to embrace something more fundamental, something that exists outside of the island. Beretta, this island itself, it needs your power. Move to someplace else. Move away from that island called Indigo, and embrace the island known as Beretta Pietro. She points.
You bring up a good point. Maybe a facade can't be made real. But I know a thing or two about facades. And if I'm not able to make it real, then I'm going to take reality by the throat and make sure it becomes real.
Beretta, give me another roll to do. Versus this. Beretta.
In fact, not only will I make this reality real, I'll spread my reality to the rest of the world. I don't care what you have to say. I don't care about your old ways. I might be young, but I'm the one that's meant to do this. And she takes another step forward.
CEO Beast stumbles backwards, taking a wound. Let's see. Let's hit this button. We're gonna wound the red. You.
So,
Yeah.
in that moment, CEO Beast is colorless.
Yes.
Excellent. Then I will stand up and take advantage of this opportunity, clinging on Beretta's words like a snake. Socorro, seeing a stumbling back CEO Beast, stands up as well, and then looks over and says, "You see, that's right. Your words were a bit convincing for a hack. But I think you fail to understand. You call me a coward because I run from an island, that I attempt to find my own place, somewhere else. I leave the place that I, helped plunge into a new reality, but you have to understand. I didn't run out of fear for what I did to Indigo. I left because I became enlightened." He stops and staring across, pointing the gun at CEO Beast. "You see, islands are a lie. Don't you understand that, CEO Beast?"
She takes a step backwards, looking between the two of you. The way you talk about this, your language is little more than that of a tyrant.
He, speaks up. Exactly. Tyranny. Tyranny of people and their power they control over others. You have to see that an island, nations, all of these things are put together by people who want to have a hold of their power. You spoke. What did all those islands have in common, CEO Beast? Can you tell?
They were all engineered by people in power. People like yourself.
Merchants. People who set up law and needed society as a safety bed for their money. You see, you were a fool because when you came to this island, you thought your expedition's failure meant there was a place safe from capitalism. But you were wrong. You failed. And other people of greater power above you, they succeeded. Which is why you could never reach the higher echelons of Aranea. Your name doesn't even echo across the numbers and the ranks of the highest CEOs. I never worked for anyone like you. The people I served were true monsters.
God damn, give me a roll to do.
Oh.
Beat her ass. Beat her ass.
Oh.
Here we go. Time to roll the die.
And you're nothing more than a talking dog. And he's going to shoot his gun.
You shoot your gun, and that'll be the amount of damage you deal as CEO moves back and away. The gun, the bullet striking her. Well, Beretta, you think you have a right to change the world?
Not a right. A duty. And if you're going to stand in my way, then I guess we're going to have to see whose lie wins out.
Oh boy! So, Beretta, Socorro, etc. Everybody drop. You guys are in a combat, and you managed to wound her once before the fight began during the Metal Gear Solid debate section.
You see the memes of the DNA of the soul.
The islands, Beretta. You have to understand, everything is an island.
Yes.
Barriers.
Succumb to your murderous urges. You're no better.
You guys all doing the shit Cassius with the biggest eye rolls of the planet. Like, okay, guys, whatever.
Stealing this one from Chad, but Doc, unleash my monkey inhibitor.
Aloha.
Yeah.
At the end of this act, Little Man and Dodge will return from Little Man's secret spot.
Yeah.
What that means is up to you. Okay, so everybody drop, give me a roll to die.
What do you mean, Little Man isn't going to be our sniper? Or we have a sniper of our own?
We're gonna find out together. Okay, and then CEO Beast time.
Beretta turns into a fucking miasma.
Yeah, Beretta turns into a fucking cloud of goo.
We're ghost fighting.
Okay, so, in this instance, Beretta, you get to use your active vacation time battle system. Who are you controlling? You cannot control Cassius.
Ah.
No, not this time.
No one can be Cassius but Cassius.
Yes.
Yep. We'll stick with Beretta for now. So we'll control Beretta.
Okay, excellent. Who will go first?
I choose Socorro because he's rolling.
Socorro,
Okay.
give me
Okay.
your action.
Okay, Shokuro, I switched to red, is gonna channel one of his favorite pastimes he had at the university, as he kind of arcs behind the log, kind of rolling over it and abandoning the crutch, as he aims over the pistol, and he practiced sharpshooting in college, and he's going to raise up the gun and fire at CEO Beast, like a target would be receiving this blow, and let's see.
It's not gonna roll great.
It's not gonna be great.
Okay.
It's a bit too dark.
CEO Beast nimbly moves out of the way. That's right, if you were some sort of professional shooter, wait a second. She moves out of the way like an illusion amidst the darkness and closes back in on the tree line. She's practiced shooting even more than you have, you realize. Socorro, who goes next?
He kind of looks over, and he is going to pass it over to the Beretta.
To the Beretta.
To the Beretta. To the Beretta.
Jay, remind me of my special strikes again.
Your special strikes? You currently have one that exists for yellow, and you've got your red one, which is like debuffs attack, defense, etc. You also have a purple one that will be revealed if it is ever relevant.
Okay. Well, I am purple right now.
Yes, the purple one will come up under certain circumstances. Worry not.
I see. All right, so
You have to unlock that one.
You gotta unlock that one.
Let's get a feel for this fight, and we're just gonna close in and take a swipe with our pirate sword.
Okay, give me a pirate sword roll. Okay. Ooh, she manages to win, and Beretta, roll me a 1d3.
Uh-oh. I have to take that.
Don't get the death one.
Don't get the death one. Okay, so in this case, roll to die versus this.
Oh no.
Okay, Beretta, as you close in and swing at CEO Beast, she nimbly dodges to the side once again, and you slice at open air, one of those legs kicking out in some sort of counter maneuver. As you fly backwards, you hit a tree and then are suspended upside down.
It's a trap.
Who goes next?
Cassius.
Little Cass.
You left my safety range. I'm coming. I cut you down from the knife. He runs up and cuts you down with the sword.
Give me a roll to do. And then beat this. Okay, you do! Slice! Beretta touches the ground and rebounds. In that case, it's CEO Beast's turn. She's gonna turn and shoot Sokoro!
She's mad.
She's mad. Roll to die
mad.
versus that.
Okay, let's see.
Can I shield him because I'm technically like 5 feet away from the line?
Let's see how... yeah, you can. Yeah, you super
Bitches
can.
be shooting you because you're right.
Yeah. Oh boy. So, Cassius, you dive in the way, right?
Yeah, that's always.
You take 15 damage, and as you do, you feel a poison course through your veins. You get the feeling that if this one were to pass through the body of anyone else, they would be bamboozled of what is real and what is not. This is a charm bullet, Cassius.
Cassius takes it out and throws it on the ground like, you're gonna have to try a little harder.
She titches her tongue, which doesn't exist. End of the act, what happens, little man?
So I'm gonna have Dodge be in the tower with a sniper rifle. But little man is going to be at the bottom, grabbing a few weapons for himself.
Sniper rifle.
Little man is dual wielding machine guns. wait, wrong face. There we go.
Dodge is bracing what is a 10-year-old rifle, just like, how? Looks down to little man. You got these from the RNAN expedition, really?
He's gonna run in screaming.
Well, off he goes, I guess. Okay, start of the next act. Everybody drop a gun.
Machine running, screaming. That's the scariest thing I've heard of on this fucking island.
Everyone should be very afraid, actually.
I was like, what is the funniest thing we can grab? And it's like...
Oh shit. Hey, Beretta, who you control in this act?
Let's see what Sokoro can do.
All right.
Sokoro has the abilities of the Debate King.
Yes. He can claim
If he
he's better at something than someone and get a 1d6, and if he fails, he takes damage.
Yeah. You have to be the biggest bastard to play Sokoro, and he gets actually substantial bonuses. So, taking control of Sokoro, tell me what happens.
I'll let Beretta go first.
Oh, excellent.
Gotta take time to think about your bastard
I
tech.
gotta think about
Cassius
my bastard
goes.
techniques.
Cassius rolled extremely high. He gets to go first.
Oh, then Cassius goes first.
What is Cassius going to do?
I should
A normal person would just attack her, but he's Cassius.
Yeah.
Oh, wow, I don't know. I didn't expect him to go first.
Yeah. You can pass to somebody else if you'd prefer.
I kind of want Beretta to go first. Cassius
Okay.
isn't the kind of person who can make the first move in this situation, I don't think.
Okay. In this case, Beretta will be GM'd controlled. Beretta is going to stay close to Cassius, move in, and strike. And AI Beretta is extremely powerful. She is then going to lock out her swing and drop CEO Beast's next attack roll. Let's do that. Okay. Good job, Beretta. You dealt serious CEO Beast who recoils, clutching a sort of shrapnel-like arm. Beretta's gonna pass it to Sakura now.
Socorro, seeing all of this gunplay over here, is going to say that he's going to believe in his heart of hearts that he is better at shooting guns than Little Man.
A fucking call to make.
I can beat a monkey.
I can beat a monkey. And he's going to continue to open fire from cover over here.
In this case, what we're gonna do is pass over to Little Man. And then, if Socorro rolls higher than Little Man, he gets to add an additional d6 to it. So,
Yes.
Little Man, your go.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You see, Sokuro's a fool. Because it's not about being better than a monkey. You're the little man in this situation. You only fire one bullet. Meanwhile, power in numbers. So Little Man is gonna roll to do wild. And let's see. How do I do that?
Wait, no, you can use hands for this.
It's the
I
same
think you
either
should
way.
be screaming.
It should
because
be
you're
feet.
Screaming at the top of your lungs.
Yeah, or
It's literally
scream.
a combination of all of them.
You get to roll to die at the start of the act.
Okay, let me roll.
Truly, being a monkey firing off machine guns is a combination of brains,
screaming.
bronze, and bravery.
Oh, you're screaming because it's funny.
Yeah. They're
Roll
in
to
your
do.
fire lane, man. Just be. Oh, okay, that's not too bad.
Okay, so you fire off, and
Spraying, dude.
she ducks low, and Little Man fires over. Socorro follow up, beat a 12.
Okay.
Christian, you got to do it.
Oh,
Add
I'm gonna add this
1d6 to it.
1d6 to oh boy,
Boom!
22.
You
So-
managed to far more accurately strike at CEO Beast.
Oh,
Uh,
roll to die though.
What was that?
She's got to roll to die though, because
She's
that's a
yellow.
separate roll.
Yeah!
Okay. So
You
yeah.
managed to. She hits the ground from Little Man's spray of bullets, and then you fucking plug her in the side.
Oh yeah, all me.
She's not looking too hot. She's going to lock out a dice and whirl around and shoot 3 people.
Me
Cassius.
3 times.
Yeah. So Cassius, you could put yourself in the way of 2 of these shots.
And don't forget her bad attack.
Not
Who
this
is she?
one.
She's attacking
Little
these
Man.
3? Oh, Little Man.
Yeah, she's shooting Little Man.
Oh no, I've become too much of a
Scumbag.
threat.
You have. She's gonna shoot Little Man, Beretta, and Socorro, seeing Cassius dive in the way of the bullets last time.
Well, she knows she's
And-
gonna hit someone.
She knows
I
she's
have
gonna
the
hit
ability-
someone.
I have the ability to wait until after the rolls are made to choose, right?
You do, yes, if you're going to interpose yourself. So,
Then I will wait.
first, Little Man, this is the debuff. Yeah, first roll's debuffed, so we're gonna go. Actually, I think all of these should be debuffed, so we're gonna go first. Roll 1d6. Her result is an 18. Beat an 18 with your roll to die, Little Man. Little Man, you're shot with a bullet.
No.
Little Man! Little Man! Hey, my friend! Little
So-
Man. Yeah?
He's the only one I can't
He's
protect.
the only one you can't protect. Hey, Little Man, next act, you gotta pick your targets from these 3.
Oh, what, I'm raged.
I knew
armed,
Little
he's
Man was gonna
armed.
kill Cassius.
Little
I
Man,
told
Aaron
you.
Karen.
Okay. Next up, Beretta. Roll to do. And Cassius, you can decide before Beretta rolls whether or not you're gonna dive in front of it and take the bullet. That Bretta's rolls can get pretty high. She can
Yeah,
theoretically
that's the
just
thing,
dodge
right?
it.
Like,
Is there a
I think I'm
minus
gonna-
on this one?
Oh, yeah, sorry. That is a 15.
Okay.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna let Beretta roll because even if she gets hit, it'll just be. Wait, you'll get wounded, won't you?
No, she won't. It'll be, it'll be, 2 short of wounding or 3 short of it.
Okay, then I won't. God, this is hard to say as Cassius. I'll wait and dive in front of Socorro.
Yeah!
After all that.
Because maybe
No, don't
I
worry.
should
I'll make
just
the
take yours.
decision.
Yeah.
No, I'll make the decision for you. Beretta will look Cassius in the eyes and say, "Don't let him die."
There you go. There you go. That's how you get the Cassie's brain working.
Okay, Beretta, give me that roll to die. Don't roll below a 15.
It's NPC Beretta, so I can't use my luck.
Oh, fuck. Does that still beat it? It still beats it by 1! Okay. It was literally NPC Beretta's debuff actually paid off perfectly here.
Beautiful.
Okay, Socorro, here comes the shot.
All right, well, let's just roll the die. Wow, Socorro, that's pretty good.
Cassius.
Hey, Cassius.
Yeah,
Come
I think
defend me.
Cassius is going to run at CEO Beast, actually,
Yeah.
and just pull the fire by just sprinting up to her.
Oh, okay, Cassius, that is another 14 damage.
That's okay, Cassius is beefy.
Cassius is fucking beefy, yeah, it
Cassius
turns
is a
out.
Mara boy.
And then, let me just, roll something?
Is Dodge gonna hit me with a sniper shot?
We're gonna find out together. Roll to die. Dodge shoots CEO Beast in the back with a sniper and wounds her.
Oh, king shit, dude.
Dodge is like, this is actually familiar to a hunting rifle. Yeah, I know how to use this.
Little man knows how to pick them.
Yeah.
Start of the new act. Remember, little man.
No,
Remember
don't worry. I have a fucking plan.
Why? Why is little man ready to fucking roll?
The smile.
The smile.
Little man smiles at Cassius as he points both of his.
Hey Beretta, remember
Yeah.
that you can always call an all-out attack.
Oh, are we there?
You can do it.
Yeah,
whenever.
I mean, you can do that once per session.
Yeah, it's time.
It's time for an all-out attack. Hey
We don't
Beretta,
have Little Man though.
dude, little man is currently confused. Give me a roll to do to assume direct control of the berserking little man.
Yes. Now it's our time to show our pure bond, the bond of family.
Little man.
Roll to do.
Beretta reaches out to you in this one moment to assume direct control of your actions. How do you respond? That's a 20.
Let me contest it.
Ah,
Just because it's a monkey miracle, maybe.
maybe. Oh!
monkey
Little man, tell me what happens.
Fuck. Little man, is going. What little man was gonna do, was gonna lock out his dice and target all of you. But Beretta reaches out with her spirit, and the little man snaps out of it, remembering what's really important: family.
I'm losing it.
Beretta, you control all the characters except for Cassius this act. Tell me what happens.
All right, the only thing I'm going to request is that Cassius grabs CEO Beast.
Oh,
Cassius will do so easy peasy.
So
Well, I'm sure that
Cassius.
she'll resist, but
Yeah, in order to grab someone, limit their actions, etc. In this case, you would lock out one of your dice. This is actually changing next update, but for now, lock out one of your dice. And then,
I don't have access to my character sheet. Oh, there's the lockout should be button.
yeah. Lock out one of your dice, then roll to do versus her.
Oh, which one? Oh, it's this one.
There we go.
And then roll to do. Beat a 15. You do by one!
Boy.
In this case, you lock her in place, and I'm gonna drop her swing. And she is exactly where you want her to be. Who goes next?
It's
Beretta.
time for an all-out attack. Beretta is going to wound her defense
Okay.
with a red strike.
Okay.
So I'm going to do my red strike to nerf her defense.
Yes.
Roll to do.
I see. She
Now
cannot
beat
beat
that.
that. Yeah, no, easy. No. Absolutely not.
Not
And that's
30 off.
that's locked, yeah, so hold on. No, this just hits. Say our yellow lock. There you go. Then who goes next?
Little man, whose job is now to take the dart gun.
Little man throws the machine guns to the side and goes, and he's going to go grab it.
Give me a roll to do.
Ugh.
No, I got this. Okay. Little man, you run in slow motion as you feel the bonds of family once again ring out with Beretta, and that's right. You don't need machine guns because family is stronger than machine guns. You pick them up and you throw them to the side.
What the fuck?
They scatter backwards across the ground as you dive and take the dart gun. Socorro.
Socorro is now going to take the shot on the
and I've
basically
got-
defenseless CEO beast.
I've got the perfect. I locked in legality for this one because legally, it's Iori's very strict on the fact that, well, he thinks he'd at least be pretty strict that shooting a surrendering target is pretty immoral. However, it is not against the law to shoot at a target that is still fighting, and he has not heard the words of surrender yet, so he's going to try to kill her in one shot. Shoot her in the head. So let's just okay.
Cassius can't be complicit in Socorro's murder.
Well, I guess on hold.
Self-defense.
Yeah, it's self-defense.
They died a long time ago, Cassius.
Yeah.
You can always take the bullet for CEO Beast if you don't want her to fucking die.
Yeah. You want?
Don't
Come on,
tempt me.
Cassius.
Do you want
Cassius, you hear the gun locking
she's
up.
already dead.
Cassius, what do you do?
What did...
Cassius, she's RNAing.
That doesn't matter!
Cassius, what do you do? The
The
bullet is...
issue is that Cassius doesn't know Socorro well enough to know that Socorro will just murder her.
You know
You
what?
see-
I'm gonna give you benefit of the doubt and say that you know him well enough at this point to
Yeah.
assume so.
Yeah. You listen to his Metal Gear speech.
Yeah, no, this guy's kind of a villain.
I think what he might do is Cassius is gonna fuck up your all-out attack by dragging CEO Beast to the ground when he sees Socorro try to shoot her in the head.
So, here's what happens. The gunshot goes off, and Cassius, it hits you instead of CEO Beast.
That's fine.
You drag her to the
think
ground.
Cassius is cool with holding somebody down while they get shot. I just don't think he's cool
Yeah.
with it. I'm sorry.
take-
What are you doing?
You take 9 damage. So that'll put you down to
Socorro is confused for a few seconds. He tries to register what happened. For a moment, he feels that shock of, oh shit, was my aim off? Did I just shoot that guy? But then he's like, no, wait a minute. Also, I need to
That
tell
guy's
you
the
something.
stupidest person in the room.
Also, I should tell you something.
Yeah.
Socorro's pretty good at shooting, so take 4 extra damage.
Oh yeah, you proved it earlier. Cassius, you take a wound.
Yeah, it's fine. That's actually bad for Socorro.
Yeah, it is. I know.
Ah, beautiful.
Well, what are you choosing,
Oh.
Roma? What are you choosing the wound? Big decision time, Roma.
Well, his
Socorro's red.
Oh, that's fun. So, the all-out attack kind of like fizzles at the last second as CEO Beast drops to the ground. Cassius on top of her, managing
also
to
going
shield
to-
the shot.
I'm going to also unwound that because actually,
Yeah, no, on paper it is indeed wounded. And Beretta, everything sort of grows still.
this is my HP roll.
Okay.
Do you
Cass-
yield?
You look down at CEO Beast, and from her wounds appear to be not blood, nothing like that, but instead almost fireflies, individual motes of light that seem to be burning away. She lets out a long sigh, her HP completely depleted, but still hanging on by literally one. I think given her current state, she realizes the truth. I'm gonna wound that yellow. That last hit would have killed her instantly. And now, due to perhaps this one's actions, she has a moment at the very least before she fades away. Roll something for her. Freedom. She stops and puts up her hands, rattling slightly, her entire body shaking. Yes, I yield.
He lets go.
Good. Because I don't think I have much in me to fight.
She sort of pulls herself back up, crosses her legs. Her body is not holding together well.
Beretta also sits down next to her.
I'm not going to be around for much longer. So, might as well use the last moments I have to talk a little bit more. People always complain that I like to talk a little too much. A funny thing that this person said. She didn't say a single word to you. Yeah. She's remained so silent, but like, maybe that was just something she was doing. She, sort of exhales.
For what it's worth, I haven't learned anything yet.
Seriously, you want to listen from me?
I do.
She looks over to Cassius, actually. And then back to Socorro. And then back to Cassius. And there almost seems to be like head tilt back, head tilt forward. A look of recognition as she looks at you, Cassius.
He looks kind of almost like, because he got told about the spirits, but he wasn't ready for someone to almost die in his arms. So he's a little like, he's like trying to figure out if there's anything he can do when he already knows that there isn't anything he can do.
She slowly exhales another rattle. And then, like, looks back over to Beretta. What you said earlier, it was pretty good. But I guess the only lesson I've got is don't listen to people like that. She motions back to Socorro with her head.
Socorro was like in the middle of walking out and turns over and looks and just kind of sees him like, what?
She, like, rattling. I understand that decades of the 9 to 5 has ground down the essentials of my existence. But at the same time, don't accept the cruelty of this world as an inevitability. You don't need to be a tyrant to take it over. You need to be somebody who is just and listens. These words are very pointed. Don't accept monsters for what they are.
And don't become a monster yourself.
She nods. I am the CEO Beast because I feasted upon the flesh of dread capitalism. Those that existed above me are worse monsters still, just the same. Don't confuse them and the people of this world for one another. There are monsters to be slain, beasts that need to be killed, CEOs that must be deposed. But that doesn't mean that everyone the world over needs to be treated just the same. She looks over to you, Beretta. Don't be a tyrant. You'll simply be replacing what doesn't function currently with a new coat of paint. You will make yourself an island.
That's funny. When I was a kid, I wanted to be the president of the world.
She shakes her head. The world doesn't need presidents. The world needs people who listen.
Damn.
Nods from Cassius.
Well, then I did learn something then. And for what it's worth, all of the suffering you did being stuck in limbo here, it's going to pay off one day.
Her expression actually lightens a bit. You can feel it now. Sort of an analysis of what the face means between the mask. I think you misunderstand. I'm so tired, Beretta. I worked myself to the bone, and this island was a vacation. I thought you could use a vacation as well.
I can kind of relate.
She sort of, like, sighs. If you want to turn my existence here into something, don't turn it into another building or skyscraper, okay? Don't make it another cornerstone in some big monument to suffering. Plant a garden or something.
I think that's only fair that I honor your request. But
yeah, no, you
you
go.
should know something. Maybe I am destined to be stuck here on this island like you. But for the time being, I think I'm too free to stay here.
She listens to this pretty in depth, and like, as you say that, oh boy. Yeah, no, CEO Beast reconsiders something. Well, to tell you the truth, I was going to content myself to fade away here, or perhaps I'd throw myself over the edge of the cliff and dramatically disappear into lights. But maybe I can help you out. If you truly don't wish to join this island. You need to know its true nature. She folds her hands. You seem to have broken through to this person somehow. By sitting and listening to the beast of CEOs, you seem to have calmed her eternal rage. She seems to focus in. The nature of this island. It's tied to an event that happened far, far in the past. This island is bound up in wicked karma due to a slaughter that occurred in this place. You've seen the village, I'm sure.
I have.
That was once a bustling and lively location. But due to an international incident, it became a slaughtering ground. That karma has not left this island. And people that come here are destined to be bound up in that karma just the same. Multiple expeditions have been made to this place, and each one has failed, because this island is, at its core, unconquerable. If you're like me, you learn to live with that and enjoy it for what it is. A place that will never be overtaken by a company like Aranea. She motions over to the big tower, and you see Dodge having stopped Socorro here. We attempted to bulldoze over this place and civilize it, but we were mistaken in our efforts. We were all fools, to be honest. Other people have made that attempt many times in the past. I'm just the most recent in a set of fools. What I
Well,
said
then-
yeah, you go.
Well, then I'm glad I learned something from you then. Maybe this island doesn't need a conqueror.
She nods. You're already
Maybe
putting
it just needs someone to listen.
She nods again. She likes you. Hey, Beretta, you're gonna get a bond up with CEO before the end.
More ghost friends.
She seems to like greatly approve of everything that you're saying. Yes, that is more or less the conclusion that I came to as well. But you seem to have found a different path. So, in that respect, I guess you should know where I failed at the very least. We attempted to set up generators on the island and build a sail here. We wanted to... What I said about Windrose was true. Everything that exists along the coastline is a showroom for foreign nations. It's to sell this idea that Windrose is unified, not a set of independent city-states, but a country in itself. This was to be our most recent phase. Unfortunately, it sounds like Indigo has met that fate instead.
Cassius is quiet.
I apologize for the fate of the place that you came from. I wish that your own island regain its independence from outside forces. You don't deserve conquerors.
Well, we were living under one before.
Nods! When I operated out of Indigo, I was one of the people that worked to pry everything away from Marigold rule. As a result, I left quite the big opening for other individuals to sweep in. It turns out, a change of flags will keep the situation more or less the same. Though...
We have several flags flying now.
Shakes her head. No, according to what that one said, motions to the man who's trying to sneak away in the distance. It sounds like it was better off than the way I left it, at the very least, before my reassignment.
Well, it's better off, but not by the hands of them, by the hands of the people living there.
Strong approval from CEO Beast Energy right now.
Beretta seems kind of pissed off about something. It's almost like the sins of the past. Find a way to keep on affecting people who had nothing to do with it. No matter where we are.
How so?
The slaughter on this island has affected so many people who have come to try and conquer it. On Indigo, we talk about the Empty Night like it was this big turning point in history where all of the city's problems today came from.
A lot of
Why
those
can't there
problems
be
were
anything like
before
that
there.
for good?
What was that, Brendan?
Why can't there be a
anything
change like that for good?
She turns and, what was that, Roma?
Cassius said, God, if I can remember.
A lot of those
And-
problems were there before?
Yeah.
Okay, so she hears both of these statements, I love it that they were said simultaneously, because it's like two diverging viewpoints at the same instant. She sort of, scratches the edge of her, this long... You're starting to realize, this mask is actually her face.
What the heck?
And she's like... The mask is the face. She scratches the chin of it. Well, it sounds like, though, the people who were living there are making the situation better. So, maybe nothing gets better for good. Maybe you only make dozens or even thousands of smaller steps and things improve incrementally over time. I have to admit I'm something of a pessimist and think the opposite.
And I feel like if given the choice, most people would make that decision to make a change for good. Given the choice.
Yes. Seems like so often when we're deprived of that, though.
And that's the problem.
She considers that pretty deeply. Well, it seems like I've learned something from you two tonight. And then moves back over in this direction. Given a choice. Do you want to free the souls trapped on this island?
I do.
Beyond simply saving your own.
Yeah, I'm not looking for a way off of here until the problems of this island are solved.
She nods. Well then, I have a few things to say. First of all, Beretta, your soul is already trapped by this place. If you wish to leave, you'd be unable to. Until this issue is resolved, you will be trapped here along with the rest of us. Breaking yourself away, that's something that's possible with enough effort, perhaps deep meditation, but saving this island and saving all of the souls trapped here, it's not something I believe to be possible without some other power. She moves in.
Well, good thing I'm stuck here then.
She looks at you dead in the face. Have you been to the top of the mountain spire? She points over to one of the great island horns.
Is it the one that I went to?
Yes, actually.
Yes,
If
I
you
have.
didn't, she would have told you about it at this moment. But
Do you know
no,
it's
you just
there?
yes. The greatest warlord that this island's ever seen rests in that location. A peerless warrior that struck down this island's inhabitants originally. To some extent, the perpetrator of the grand strategy that brought this island to its knees. Remnants of their soul still remain on this island, but you need to be well enough attuned to the island to see them to begin with. They look down. Before you attempt to face the source of this miasma, seek their wisdom. They may be able to enlighten you on the situation. See an end that the rest of us never could.
Thank you for that.
They nod, and then move in. And before I go, take what little is left of me. It might help you out in this place. She holds out a hand.
She extends her own.
You hold out your arm, and Beretta, boom! All at once, the CEO beast disperses into fireflies. And you feel your own energies bolstered. Beretta, take a permanent +2 to your yellow stat.
We're getting there.
We're getting there. And silence settles over the island. Well,
Can we
not
take a
complete
small
silence.
break?
Of course.
Nice.
Yeah. Let's take a 2-second break.
Okay, I'll be right
Right, now we're back to.
Here you go.
Yeah. That's a rare bond.
Yo, yo, yo. It's me. Aloha. Hi. Hi, Brennan.
Hello, aloha.
Freedom?
Freedom.
Freedom. You like freedom, Brennan?
Freedom.
Yeah.
I'm back.
I'm back as well.
Sorry, I drank 2 juice boxes at the beginning of the session, and my bladder decided to remind me urgently during that whole scene that I had drank those juice boxes.
Good job. I'm proud
Oh
of you.
man. So this is going in the direction that I am glad I prepped everything I prepped. So yeah, this one's gonna be a thing.
I'm gonna punch Sakura's lights out.
Do it.
Yeah,
You're
that's
on a
gonna
crutch,
be
I don't
be
care.
a thing.
Yeah. No, we're gonna pick up immediately where we left off, so you can roll over and punch his fucking lights out. I loved that scene, that Metal Gear talking scene so fucking much. Beretta. Windrose is a collection of islands.
The stupid slideshow.
Stupid slideshow.
I loved it because you guys were talking, and I'm like, man, Cassius is not putting up, like, picking up the metaphors you guys are putting down. Like, he's like, what the fuck? But then Sakura start talking, and it's like angry symbol. Like, he just
it's like I get the metaphors now, and I'm mad about them.
Oh, we never learned her name.
You never learned the CEO Beast's name.
Unnamed CEO Beast.
The unnamed CEO Beast.
It's not
I'm
too
sorry.
late. Last time I had a dream.
Maybe in a dream.
I'm sorry I ruined your all-out attack. I just don't think Cassius would be down for letting Sakura shoot that woman in the head.
If Sakura had shot that woman in the head, you guys would not have had a chance to talk to her.
She would have just turned to fireflies.
Yeah, she would have just turned to fireflies, and Beretta would be like, obviously she gained some peace at the end there and actually learned to respect the two of you, which is very good for her. But most importantly, Beretta would not have gotten that +2 yellow,
which is necessary for the end game.
For
content.
the true end that you're going for. Yeah.
Well, you saved me.
Yeah, I just was like, man, Cassius sure is restraining this woman, and she's about to get shot in the head because he is restraining her, and that thought shot through my head, and that thought shot through Cassius's head, and he went, he took her to the ground.
True. Yeah, no, I like it that, so, like, that is a thing that we had set up, that there is something of a true ending to this video game, and it's obviously tied to whatever the fuck is going on that mountain peak, and you got to get your all +9s in order.
Yeah,
to
we're
fight
stumbling to it by
session.
accident because there's no way we would have gotten it if not for the purple and this yellow.
Yeah. Listen, I can give you such a difficult challenge specifically because I know you're gonna pull whack shit to get to it. Like,
I'm gonna do it anyway.
I can go absolutely nuts because I know you'll find your way there. Oh, Beretta, your power cap is released again.
Yes.
Yeah, you can get to those. You feel like your power. I'm gonna actually do a scene for it once Christian gets back, but yeah, your power cap is fully unleashed. You can get to all 9s.
Yes!
It's now possible. The end is in sight.
I also really liked that scene with the slideshow because I was just like, man, Cassius doesn't agree with anyone here.
Yeah.
CEO Beast was the person he agreed with the most, but also no.
No, CEO Beast is like a deranged person who lived on an island for 10 years and made a slideshow for you guys.
She's like, yeah, fuck the corporations, and Cassius is like, yeah, fuck the corporations. Brett is like, I'll just extend my will to everyone, and Cassius is like, I don't know about that one.
I don't know about that one, Chief.
I don't know about that one, girl boss.
I thought they brought it around at the end mutually with the like, don't be a tyrant, listen to people, and then Brett is like, damn. Okay.
Yeah, that's why Cassius, like, she said that, and Cassius was like, okay, yeah. I thought about having Cassius leave, because Cassius was like, okay, yeah, this one's obviously got it. Like, CEO Beast and Beretta obviously know what they need to say to each other, but I was like, man, it'd be really weird if Cassius just left to go punch Kokoro in the middle of the scene.
Yeah. Oh my god. Okay.
But now I will.
Yeah, no, now there's plenty of time for it. Hold on, I've got to set up one more thing.
What are we at? Are we at 9 for red? What is it?
You're 9 red, 7 purple, 5 yellow.
Okay, so we can do it.
Yeah.
You can do it.
Need me to do anything, Jeff?
Yes. If
No.
yeah.
Let me.
I think I'm good on this front.
Okay, because I can always just like cover up the screen and then, you know.
Nah, we're good. Let's see. Okay, that's fine. I'm just setting up one thing. then you guys are going to be able to get back to it. Tonight's gonna be spicy. Not like it wasn't spicy already. It's going to continue to be spicy.
I can't believe we went from spicy. We usually go from less spicy but sweet to spicy, and now we're going from spicy to spicier.
Yeah, you're going from spicy to spicier. Bullet in the air.
That was the boss fight. How could it get even spicier than that?
Dating.
Watch. Yeah, dating.
You know.
Cassius is about to punch a man, so yeah.
That's if Cassius can muster the courage to hurt another person, but we'll see. He's kind of pissed.
I'll do my best to defend myself.
No.
Not with actions, but with words. Which might just make it worse. We'll see.
Oh yeah, no, that's a great idea. Let's do it.
I'll sue you.
So, let's see.
Hey, they call that assault. No, don't come closer to me.
Oh boy, yeah. So that figure fades away, and Beretta, you feel yourself bolstered. That's right. Back on this foggy beach that you're now understanding. You're understanding this space. This is your connection to the island, and all of that fog around you is that miasma trapping you here. It's the same thing that's making you stronger day by day. You feel like this power is now one and the same with yours. Breaking away would be very difficult, but with another one of those spirits pulled away, you feel those limiters on your power released. That's right. There's very few people left on the island for this power to suffuse itself into. As such, you're now its primary terminal, and you can reach +9 on all of your stats. Beretta, you may now raise one of your stats.
Let's do purple.
We're gonna do purple. Purple 8. So you are at 9, 5, 8. Okay. So, coming back to the present moment.
Wait.
Oh.
I learned something from that conversation.
Oh, what's that?
I'm communing with the island right now, aren't I?
You sure are.
I'd like to listen.
Oh boy! Okay. You're gonna try to. Oh boy, give me a roll to do.
Jesus Christ.
Oh, okay, fun. So in this case, Beretta, what's gonna happen is Okay, I think I know what's happening here.
Yeah.
Okay. So I'm gonna cut you back to the present with Cassius, and then I will let you know what your little sense thing did.
Okay.
As it's relevant. So you come in here. And present time, Beretta, you're holding out your hand. CEO Beast just vanished. You've gained powers, and you feel more in tune with the inside of the island. In fact, you feel almost 1-to-1 with it right now, and you can get a sense of everything here. And then you two notice this situation over here. Dodge is like, "Hey, where you headed?"
Actually, he wandered up and walked up to Dodge and saw him get off there, and he just like noticed him climb up. It's like he actually engages conversation first. It's like, "Hey, nice shot."
Oh, thanks. Honestly, it was mostly thanks to Little Man's secret stash. It turns out, hold on, check this out. Dodge
climb
moves
up
that up. Oh yeah,
I can't climb up, but
Dodge looks over to Little Man. Can I show him, boss?
Yeah, he nods. He was gonna show
Boss.
everyone anyways.
Dodge moves over and hold on, let me get some music.
yeah,
Let me get
he. While he was over here for about like 10 minutes during the conversation. He fucked off to the side and started looking where the gun stash won, and then he got in. He started engaging in small talk with Dodge, and basically started talking about, "Hey, where'd you learn to shoot like that? Oh yeah, oh that's cool. Oh, countryside, huh? That's pretty cool. Yeah. Hey, you ever thought about giving a job out here? We could really use someone like you. Oh, you plowed a field? That's great. We've been looking. Hey, can you show some tips to the village?"
I'm gonna kill you.
Oh, great. Dodge shows you inside also. To Little Man's secret stash.
Oh my gosh.
Oh boy. Yeah.
Cassius and Beretta climb up.
He's
Oh
been-
my.
Yeah, I think at this point, what's it? Damn, this is a great stash. This is a really great stash.
This is Little Man's secret.
Little man, what have you been doing?
So, at which point, I guess Sokuro and Dodge are already kind of inside, and he's sitting down and just kind of talking over the table. Oh. He kind of turns over and sees them both coming in. What happened?
Well, she, like, passed on.
Oh, okay. So anyways,
This place is pretty cool. Can I just, like, take something if it suits my fancy?
Little man thinks, he ponders, and then he nods. You may take one.
Dodge is gonna take the tonfa.
Cora looks over. Where did you even get charging equipment? Was there some noble on this island before?
Little man looks around, and it's just like, this isn't only from the island.
Oh.
Little man.
He learns that somehow. He figures out that intent. Except he doesn't. What?
He points at you notice various different things: lances from Windrose, swords from Raoji, weapons from Mitsuday, RNA and tech. These aren't things that you can acquire just from this island. Little man's been stealing weapons wherever he goes.
Little man, are you a pirate?
He shakes his head no.
He's a primate.
Dodge is like shifting around, like looking through stuff. Wow, Windrosy tea set. Like, you've been all over the place, haven't you?
He shakes his head yes.
Oh.
Socorro gets up. Well, are we going now?
I guess we're done here.
You should
Yeah.
report that the situation's safe to everyone back in town. He
That
kind
sounds
of
good.
pulls himself up on the crutch, and he starts moving. And he turns over to Cassius, and he looks at him. He's just like, "Try not to get shot next time."
Cassius makes eye contact with Beretta because Beretta told him, "Don't let this guy die," and he clearly cares a lot about this dude. But Cassius is getting really angry.
Beretta
Not
seeing
a look
this.
you've seen on his face before.
Beretta seeing this look on his face is like, it's a whole lot less cute when he's doing it to other people. I just said don't let him die. And then she goes down the tower.
Cassius climbs down
Mhm.
and he puts his hand on Socorro's shoulder. He goes, "Hey."
Hmm?
And he punches you in the face.
Oh, thank you. Socorro gets knocked straight to the ground past Beretta, and just like hits the ground, and then grabs his jaw and like, oh.
Don't get punched next time.
Little man comes down and is just like does like a empty palm motion towards Sokuro, and he's like, "Not in front of my house." Like,
Kokoro kind of stands up and kind of pulls the crutch and kind of stands up again. Just, he kind of like rubs his chin and kind of scowls over at the corner.
Dodge runs up to Cassius and is like, first of all, good right hook. Second of all, don't forget about the trick stare.
Yeah, no, I was coming down to make sure. I was coming down to trigger the traps ahead of time.
Yeah, no, Dodge,
Oh.
Dodge had the same exact consideration for you as you both rush in. It's like, oh, is Cassius really steamed? Dodge is gonna get a read of how you're doing. What's the look on Cassius's face as he like walks away? Because Dodge's interpretation is, oh my god, he just hit that man and then stormed off. Is he doing okay? What's Cassius looking like?
Cassius punched him once and feels better.
Oh, man.
Dodge is like, are you doing all right?
I mean, I really don't like that guy. I'm gonna be real. But, yeah, I'm feeling better after I punched him. I'm mostly
Okay.
just kind of upset that woman she was already dead, but died. Does like a wavy hand motion.
makes you think of
Hey.
something, doesn't it?
Shut the fuck up.
Vampire.
Dodge kind of scratches the back of his head. Well, yeah. Based on the situation, it sounds like it's almost the same as what we encountered in the university. I wouldn't treat it like taking a life or anything like that. He sort of struggles to find the words. If you want to talk about it, I'm okay with that. Should we go back to the inn first?
Yeah, we should go tell everybody what's going on.
These two are gonna start working their way down here.
Right.
What are you two? What happens? What happens with you two?
Your vampire's got a real good right hook.
Beretta would help him up and then say, you know, I figure you've been around long enough to know you can't go mouthing off to anybody like that.
He kind of grins. I just wanted to see what would happen.
Is that the result that you wanted?
He kind of thinks about it. Yeah, I think so. He kind of stops and stares over at him. I didn't want him pussyfooting around if we ran into the last one. Looks like he's got a punch for people who deserve it.
You piece of shit!
Testing me!
Yo, that line is kind of awesome, though. Like, no joke, Cassius has a punch for the people who deserve it. Kind of raw. Wish it didn't come from you.
That's why it sucks. Anyways, he kind of. So, good job. Where do you want to go tomorrow?
Guess there's one more spirit left, right?
He kind of thinks. I meant for the date.
Oh.
If you don't want to claim it, that's fine, I guess.
I mean, if anything, I should give you the advantage of picking the field. I'll have you know that you're quite out of your league.
He kind of stops and considers that. He looks at you, and he's just like, I highly doubt that. How many people? Tell me this now. He kind of turns over. How many people have you dated? He says,
Basically,
expecting a minor answer.
Well, on Vales alone, I dated almost half of the city of Indigo.
That sounds fake. How many of those people did you kiss?
She stops.
Huh? Yeah, I thought so. He could.
Little man looks at Beretta and pats her on the back. He's holding something for you, but has been waiting patiently.
What is it?
It's another sword.
I keep getting swords.
Yeah, you got a third sword.
Oh my god.
Third sword. What's
Hey,
the
if
third
you-
sword?
If you hold a sword in your mouth and then slash someone with them, is that an indirect kiss?
Yeah, the sword is in a way like a tongue.
Things
yeah, fair.
things knocked to his ass Teach, and then Teach just told her to shut the fuck up.
This sword, it's like you know, just like a normal, somewhat katana. The sheath is purple with gold inlay. It's like, you know, just like something the little man had. It's of good quality. He gives an okay hand, and thought you liked swords because you have so many of them that you'd like another.
It's a beautiful sword, little man.
It's almost
I'll
like
cherish it.
one for each stat.
Bless you, little man.
No, that's it.
And she hugs little man.
He embraces you and pats you on the back because he knows what's so gross that hurt you.
It's not like I wanted to kiss any of them or anything.
Beretta. This is the part that communing with the island pays off.
Oh.
You can feel it before it happens this time. You get a vision, or more correctly, you feel it in your bones. The cicadas are going to stop very soon.
Yeah, we need to go.
But they're not stopped yet. And yes, Beretta, by successfully communing with the island, you're able to pinpoint the creature that makes the cicadas go silent. And you manage to get away before he ever appears.
Does he,
So,
does he slip on my grease step?
yeah, does anybody slip on the grease
Does-
step? I'm just
Does
everybody. Yeah, let's see. We're gonna do a luck roll for Socorro right here. No, he's fine. I'm gonna give Dodge one. Yeah, you're fine. And then, wow. Okay, that's funny. Hey, little man.
Yeah.
The creature that hunts when the cicadas are silent slips on your step. I'm like, only on a crit fail will this happen. It happens.
Oh my god.
That's fine.
And he goes into the wire
Did he
trap.
get shot by the? Did he get shot by the trap too?
You'll have no way of knowing.
Get pranked.
Fell into the trap.
Get
You'll
pranked,
have
Oni.
no way of knowing.
If an Oni falls in the middle of the woods, did it really fall at all?
Complete silence. So you come back, and for some reason, little man, you feel very satisfied with your actions this day.
Mm-hmm.
You come back to the hotel.
God damn it.
Tuff is sitting here at a race. Tuff sitting behind the counter. Oh, welcome back.
I assume we arrive as a group, right?
Yeah, you arrive as a group.
Okay.
Everything go good out there?
Splendid. Everything's taken care of.
Nods.
She's turned back into ghost particles or whatever you guys were describing.
Yeah, I think Beretta. He kind of like does like a grabby motion, like he doesn't know how to explain what happened.
Huh? Like
They
what are you
held
trying to
hands,
say?
and then she said, "Take what's left of me with you," and then they held hands, and then I think Beretta ate her.
Is Beretta a mage or something?
No,
What?
at least not that I know of. She wasn't a mage when we fought the last ghost.
I'll have to ask her about that, I guess. Welcome back. Good work.
Why don't you go now? He goes over and pats you on the back and then goes over and collects some papers.
Sure. Yeah, welcome back.
Old man is going to explain that Beretta's connected to the.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
He monkeys at monkeys at the man at Tough Weekman. He's explaining that Beretta's connected to the island.
Oh, okay.
Just like-
She's connected to the island.
just
and
like the
she
ghost.
absorbed her essence. Yeah,
Yeah.
just. Okay, I got you.
Yeah.
Tough
What is-
Weekman, no.
What?
Tough
Cassie
Weekman
is
no
standing
longer
in the
needs to
room.
ask.
Like looking
Roll for
crazy.
roll for Sokro. I want to see if
Yeah.
Cassius
Oh, yeah?
is the only one who doesn't.
Okay,
understand.
let me roll for Sokoro. I hope he
Roll
does
your
because it'll be
nat
so
20.
funny. Should I roll to do with yeah, I'll just roll it. I'll roll to do. Just
No.
plain out. No. He kind of looks up and looks at Cassius. Yeah, quite frankly, I have no fucking clue what they're talking about.
It's not just me.
It's not.
I really wanted Sokro to roll good, and he's like, "You can't understand the fucking monkey, huh?"
Yeah, I did too. I wanted him to be condescending about the monkey, but
He's
no.
speaking loud and clear.
Speaking loud and clear, idiot.
Maybe you're just not listening.
This
Yeah.
one rushes back in. He's like, "You guys are back! Oh my god, look at you!" Rushes around and starts fussing over you, Cassius.
Yeah, I got shot a couple times. It's fine.
Again, you always do this.
I'm sorry.
Okay. Well, what was it this time? Oh, cool, a dart gun. Yeah, we've done this once before, so I already know how to remove.
This one has poisons in it, but I think I'm immune to them.
That's what you said last time, and then you were in the hospital for a week.
I'm pretty sure I'm actually immune this time.
You sure you're not lying?
They had an
Amy,
effect on Little Man and didn't have an effect on me.
Amy,
Yeah.
you should probably take care of that actual bullet wound he has.
Where
The
is it?
bullet
Where
is
is it? Here,
No,
show it to
no,
me.
no,
Show it to me. You turn around her as she tries to find the bullet wound on your back. It's the same attitude as like getting a dog to spit out something. Is like, where is it? Where is it?
Well, where is it? Is it next to all the other ones?
It's on his upper back because you shielded someone with your body, so she can't see it.
He goes, it's above the other ones.
The other one, yeah, of course. You've got your the
Hang
meat
on.
shield collection, of course.
Let me roll to die for something really quick. Okay. Yes, in this case, Socorro like looks up for a moment and He thinks there's this big disruption going on. He's trying to write in his paper. He puts the pen down and looks straight across at Cassius, and he's like, just go with her and get patched up. Besides, you're making your friend nervous over there.
Dodge looks substantially nervous.
Oh,
I mean,
Cassius,
everyone else
stop.
everyone else is mostly fine. I mean, I think it'd be fine to get that actual bullet wound you took patched up.
Damn.
Okay. everyone else, you should get that looked at, Cassius. I don't know, Dodge. You should get that looked at, Cassius. Okay.
Okay.
That kind of pisses me off in its own way, but you know what? It's fine. Come on. Drag. Set. Turn. She's clearly done this before. A lot, actually.
Cassius just takes his shirt off and is like, it's here, points at his upper back.
Over here. Hey, Beretta, what are you doing?
Yeah, as soon as everybody was having a conversation at the front door, she made a beeline over in this direction to check on these friends. Knock,
what do
knock.
Yeah.
Are you again? She peeks her head.
Don't say it like that. It's a secret. Come inside. Come on.
Nobody gets it.
She's fine, by the way. She'll be okay.
I knew I
Just
could
had-
trust you.
I had to take a lot of the blood that was inside her and replace it with the blood that was inside me.
And what does that do with your blood? Are
It
you
makes-
low on blood? Do you need some of my blood? Are you also a vampire?
1, I'm fine. 2, no, I don't need your blood. 3, it's okay. I lived through worse.
You didn't say you're not a vampire.
I don't know if I'm a vampire or not. How would I know something like that?
Do you have
Can I
an
do
aversion to
something, Jay?
sunlight?
What was that? What was that, Christian?
Something, Jay?
Sure.
Okay, cool. Just give me a second. I'm taking care of that now. You can do what you want to do.
I mean, like, I don't have an aversion to sunlight. I tan just fine. I don't know my parents, but at the same time, why are you
They
asking
could
these?
be bats.
Yeah, they could be bats, Beretta.
Did
Did
you
somebody
look direct-
say blood?
There it is.
He moves on in, and he goes over to the side, and he has some blood bags in his hand that he drops down onto the ground here. Hey, who was this for?
Me, mostly.
Oh, excellent. He kind of like shovels him over to the corner.
Thanks.
Oh, he kind of turns over. Miss Glocktua, you look very bad.
Thank you.
He kind of stops. I was talking about you should have some blood too.
Why do you respond to every insult like that?
Yes.
Because I enjoy it.
What?
I see. You learn to love insults and you're truly untouchable. I get it.
Exactly.
I don't think that's what's going.
There,
Sure, fine.
have some tomato juice on the house. He kind of packs over a bag to Beretta. It's
This is
blood.
it.
It's blood.
This-
It's actual blood this time.
I was about to say, if this is a joke, I'm gonna be pissed when I infuse this into myself.
Oh no, you look like you're bleeding a little there. He kind of pokes over at both of you.
I'm actually a vegetarian. I would make for a terrible vampire.
He kind of thinks about that. Nah, I'm sure you'll do fine.
Does blood count?
Yeah, do I just drink it?
Hey, just drink it.
Oh.
Don't.
I think.
Don't.
I'm not a
drink it.
vampire, so I
Don't
wouldn't
drink-
know.
Don't drink the. Please don't drink the blood.
Blood is like body vegetable. Here, it grows inside your body, so
Please,
it's obviously
no, Beretta.
Body
It's like
vegetable.
it's like water through a
Beretta,
strainer, you know?
Don't listen, please.
He kind of
Just
shoves the bag in your face.
She's seriously considering it.
listen to your good friend. I mean, your good noble friend, Sorelia. Don't drink blood. It's uncouth.
He
yeah.
kind of. Anyways, I should probably go. There's a there's a live operation going on in the lobby. I should go see if they need blood too.
Thanks, Count Cool.
Yeah.
You're the best.
He kind of gives you a wink through the sunglasses. Good luck. I hope you and your friends are okay.
Some weird blood fairy.
He stumbles on through the door.
That's kind of a cool nickname.
I guess. Well, I assume everything went good on your front. Sorry I couldn't help this time, but I have my hands full.
Yeah, no, it's fine. CEO Beast has been dealt with.
Another one, huh?
Another one. And
You holding
I
up
kind of
okay?
you know what? CEO Beast I kind of expected. It's kind of obvious.
Okay.
Now I'm worried about finding out who the next one is.
Yeah. Huh. I
Maybe
guess,
I've been here too long.
Yep, starting to like everyone.
Mm-hmm.
What if it turned out to be me, huh?
That's not funny.
Yeah, I know. She sort of slumps back. Plus, you've already seen me bleed all over the place, so you know it's not.
That's true. You didn't bleed fireflies. You bled regular people, vegetables.
Pietro, you got away with words.
I am the captain of the debate team.
I thought the other guy was the captain of the debate team.
I think he graduated like 10 years ago. He's old.
He's old. He does kind of have that energy. I thought he was like around our age, but man, maybe he's old. She like gestures over. By the way, your sheep's fine.
Good.
Shit.
Beretta goes and checks.
Cerelia pats you on the back and then walks outside like a cool person and then realizes she has nothing to do and then just awkwardly stands there like a not so cool person.
You awkwardly stand there. And while you awkwardly stand there, yo,
Hey.
hello.
Yeah, hi.
Nothing to do?
Nothing to do.
Yeah, I get you.
These two just chill. Hey, like, how long do you stay there chilling with Hay?
Probably throughout most of this conversation that was happening at the front desk.
Ooh, excellent. Okay, so we're gonna roll for dear old sheep. Oh, the sheep is very
She's
aware
so
of
cool
your
when she has to be.
She's
Yeah.
so cool when she has to be. Beretta, her eyes peek open.
Hey, sleepyhead.
Oh, she's so cool when she has to be. She blinks a few times. Hey, She blinks, looks around the room. The silence of the night spreading out thoroughly over you. Oh, I'm alive.
Well, you didn't think I'd let you go out on such a cool line.
I don't really remember much. I remember the suspicious rock, and then instinct took over, and she realizes what happened. I dived in the way of an attack meant for you.
You sure did. And in doing that, you ensured that I would not let you die tonight.
She exhales, drops. We're gonna see how Hay is feeling. Still this one, I guess. Okay. She her eyes sort of drift over, and she gets a very serious look on her face now. I feel like when I was out, you connected to some deeper part of me.
Yeah, I ate some of your sheep leaf without your permission. I'm sorry.
She shakes her head. No, I think that saved my life.
I kind of figured it would be mine if you know.
She shakes her head. When I could feel the poison spreading throughout me, it felt like there were two versions of me. One was really afraid. She was so upset that her life was over before she had a chance to really do anything. But the other, she was brave. She got to say that cool thing to you before, death came for her. She looks back at the ceiling and looks back over to you, Beretta. Beretta,
Well, thanks to her. Oh, go ahead.
Beretta, I have something really important to tell you.
Yeah.
She sort of struggles up to sitting position, swings hooves over side of bed, sort of like looks at you very seriously. She's very feverish still, like barely able to focus entirely on the conversation. I've known more about this island than I've let on all along. She looks down. This place is so deeply haunted. There's nothing I could do about it on my own. I already told you that much. But you're the blade that will cut through the darkness of this place. But I don't think that's enough. Her eyes meet yours. Beretta, no matter how this goes, purification of this island is going to take up to 70 years. I'm going to be here for the rest of my life. Her expression sort of falls.
7 years.
She nods. 70 years. My power works so gradually, it'll take that long. This place is so deeply blighted, I'm not going to be able to leave here till I'm old and gray.
Well, I refuse.
Hmm?
I refuse your offer.
It's what? Beretta, it's not an offer.
I just found out that I'm stuck here until the problem is fixed, and I don't have 70 years to wait.
She seems confused by this,
Beretta.
looking back and forth.
So I'm gonna have to figure out another way. Because you're not staying here while I leave.
She seems like oh boy, Hagen, we're gonna see how you feel about this again. Oh, you sheep when you need to. She looks at you dead serious this time. Her horns separate from her head. She looks at you dead seriously. There's no other way. She crosses her fists and sort of balls them up. And if this requires the sacrifice of one life to save this island, I think it's worth it.
Well, if that's the truth, then I'm going to have to make my lie a reality.
Huh?
Yeah, you missed a big cool fight. But there's a big, crazy world out there that I know you've seen a little bit of, and it hasn't been kind to you. But you have the right to experience it in a way that you can enjoy.
Beretta, nothing gets done in this world unless somebody pays the price for it. And in this case, it's just gotta be me. So maybe I can be the one to free you from this island.
Nope, I refuse.
What's your plan then? She's getting increasingly like her eyes are starting to like scrambled egg a little bit.
I don't know, but these things have a way of working themselves out around me.
Beretta, something's changed. Something significant's changed as you watch the sheep on the verge of tears talk to you. This baseless confidence. What is your goal for this situation? You're going to free Hay, but how? What's the end game? Internally, what are you thinking? Do you have confidence that everything will work itself out, or is there something else happening?
I don't have confidence that everything will work out, but I have confidence that as long as I am the one that keeps fighting, that everybody can be free.
Beretta, you assert this, and you focus on this more. Like, if I am the one that is fighting, everyone can be free. Do me a favor. You have purple equipped right now, I believe.
I did.
Roll me a roll to do.
Am I still colored?
Yes, you are. You're just equipped with the smile.
Oh, okay, good. Roll to do.
Yes. There it is,
Ooh.
Beretta.
Oh,
Okay.
Shut
So-
up. Stupid 20s.
So, Beretta. Oh boy. You get a 20 at a tactically correct time.
I continue.
Continue.
Baseless confidence.
This baseless confidence, Beretta, as you insist to Hay that it will all be okay. And instead of this working out with Heijin crying and throwing a fit, what was probably the event that was incoming. No. We need another tune. This one again. Beretta, you assert your will in this case. So long as I'm the one that's fighting, everything will work out fine, because you have this belief in yourself that it'll all turn out okay. And you see the look on Hay's face it's almost a look of pure frustration, and you start to comprehend her on a deeper level in this case. You know what that look is. You know that is the look of someone that was willing to step up to the plate and sacrifice themselves for the sake of another. And you've just, to some extent, taken that away from her. And you feel that sensation cross your mind in terms of, so long as I'm the one who fights, I can bring everyone freedom. And then you notice the tactical difference in your decision-making. A change from the Beretta of Indigo to the Beretta of right now. There was never a mention about self-sacrifice. Just a mention of pushing forwards. You're going to be the one at the van, but you're not going to die or remain behind on this island. You're stuck on this island along with Hay. You're in this together. Something's different. You feel back to the other room, your sensitivity flaring up at exactly the right time. Those words you said to Cassius as a bullet is removed from his back flare to life across your mind. A promise made to him that this time you're going to make things different. You're not going to sort of struggle forwards on your own. You're fighting, yes, but this time you're not fighting to put yourself in the hangman's noose. You're fighting to overcome this death as a concept. You've moved beyond it. And as Hay sort of she crosses her arms and actually starts to very effectively pout. Fine then. If you're going to be out there fighting and trying your best to free me, then of course someone has to free you as well, right?
I wouldn't have it any other way.
She closes her eyes and then speaks out. I have noticed you have something of a blind spot.
Just learn a lesson from my story.
Eyes peek open.
Make sure you're around for the people you do cool stuff for.
Hey, Beretta. You say something. You say something that makes it finally click. This time is different. Most certainly, this time is different. Because now, this tale that you've authored, this one of Beretta Pietro, is a tale that includes her. Hey, Beretta.
Yeah.
I'm bumping your purple again.
Yeah.
Beretta, yeah, you start to realize, oh, fuck, that actually caps your purple.
It sure does.
Yeah, perfect when you're talking to Hay. That's right. your conception of the tale of Beretta Pietro now includes you. Because now there are people who can sit and listen to all of the cool things that you do. And hey, sort of like actually sags at that. Your crit 20 finally dealing its damage and convincing her otherwise. I guess that's a good point. I never have a chance to see my family again if I stay on this island for 70 years. And who would listen to my story if it was just me? I don't... She looks at Beretta. And Beretta, give me another roll to die with your purple.
Roll to die.
Or sorry, roll to do. This is
Okay.
another clash. Beretta, this time it's Hay that gets through to you. She establishes what you both felt facing that creature, that collection of poison. I might not exactly have control over my life at all times, and I might not be able to control when the Reaper arrives, but I certainly know I don't want to be alone when that happens. She looks at you dead serious, Beretta. So, whether it's just today or the next 70 years because we're stuck together, I would very much like to spend it with you. Bows her head.
And I'll make sure that when I die, that I don't give you a bad feeling.
She sort of relaxes back and, like, thinks about that. I think I'm gonna feel bad regardless.
Oh, yeah, you probably don't remember it like I do.
You realize that was a personal experience in that abyss, that void.
Yeah, she thought that she might remember it, but she's now realizing that she did not.
Well, no, actually. You look at Heijin's face, and you realize she was there too. But her own interpretation of death is probably a little bit different. And it seems like having you around, at least at this current moment, is making her... It literally... How do I put this? For Beretta, I don't think this is something... Actually, give me another roll to do.
Let's do...
Okay. In this case, doink, doink, doink. Okay. And we're gonna do this.
Oh!
The sheep, you crowning beast of wisdom, you fucking monstrosity. This back and forth crit of purples. You try to like, you go like, well, I guess I was really alone at the end of the day there in that mindscape. But as you feel Heijin's own presence in the room, she sort of gets this like semi-wistful smile, showing off like a relatively jagged row of teeth. And she shakes her head. The thing that I remember most clearly from that moment that we were connected was the fact that I'm not alone. That there's someone, and there will always be someone around to carry on, I guess, the weight and the emotion of whatever my life meant. She, like, sort of screws up her fists. I spent so much of my life chasing the future, trying to master my magic so that I could go home someday and tell the people that I loved, hello, I love you once more. But I realized I was just living for that future. She, sort of like looks down. I guess it was in that moment that I realized that I'm alive today. And whether it sucks or not, I'm happy to be here. So, she looks over to you a little more seriously. When I said I'm gonna be alone here for the next 70 years, I have to say, I was looking forward to the next week or however long you're here as the rest of my life. Because after that, I'd be alone again. She sort of like, her eyes start to mist over. But I guess it's nice to be alive. She tears up, and like all of the like overwhelming tears, you start to realize the lesson that you took in that moment, Beretta. You stared death straight in the face, and you did your best to comprehend it. But to Hay, a person who was always sleepwalking, living for a future that she couldn't properly embrace, she saw something different. Reflected in the mirror of oblivion, she simply saw the purpose of her own life. And in that moment, she learned to cherish it. Hay is bawling.
Beretta is also bawling.
These two over here. Hey, you want to go get snacks over in the kitchen or something? Yeah, I'm gonna just...
Yes, why not? Let's go.
Open weeping sounds start coming from the door. A little farther away.
Yeah,
In between sobs, Beretta's like, "Okay, this feels significant. We should swear an oath, make a pact, something."
Okay. I don't know what to say.
Okay. She thinks back on what they both went over together, and she tries to like fish the root of it out. And she's like, sniffling. Let's promise to each other that we'll live lives without regret.
Yes. It's fun. For you, life and death. Talking to one another, you say live lives without regret. The word regret hangs heavy, imbalancing the sentence hard on one end. Hay, on the other hand, hears the sentence from the other side, live lives. It weighs hard on the beginning end without regret, and flips around. In this moment, despite taking exact polar opposite lessons, Hay understands you completely. She nods. Deal. It's an oath.
All right, do you want to spit shake or something? I don't know.
I don't know, is that... her eyes are large like dinner plates. Yeah, sure. She spits in her hand and holds out her hand.
Oh, I wish I didn't say that. Okay, she spits in her hand.
You two shake hands and seal an oath. The action itself being completely meaningless versus the deeper understanding that you've reached of each other. These two. Hey, your bullets.
Me,
Yeah, of course, your bullet's good. You're fine.
Thanks, Cassius, who was just toughing out, getting a bullet removed from his body on the couch. Like,
so, here, let's we're gonna see how good Ami is at this. Ami kind of really good at this. Just like rips the bullet out like it's nothing. And Cassius, you're feeling pretty good about this. You're like, oh, wow, huh?
okay. Yeah, I guess you really do have experience dealing with this, huh?
Yeah, I was the field medic, so yeah, field medic, quartermaster. I handled all of the business that all the boys would get into.
Yeah, that makes sense. I'm sure I came to you pretty frequently.
She turns once or twice, like after the IPD refused to treat you.
Well, yeah, of course they wouldn't treat me.
Yeah, no, they decided that you were bleeding a little too much on company time, so it was outsourced to us. Like you know,
everything else.
Like everything else you had to go through. Yep.
But hey, I got better training with you guys than I did with them, so.
I guess. I mean, yeah, I guess, right. You still question. Have you gotten any better about organizing your stuff? You were a slob back in the day.
Huh? I think I'm pretty good at organizing my stuff. He opens up his jacket, which is like nicely organized, and he pulls out like a notebook that has like all of his like notes and shit in it. And it's like nice and organized, like a human would do.
Oh my god, you're just finally someone that learns. We really lost out by not recruiting you at the time.
You know, Karsh tried again.
Really?
Yeah, but Vaughn told me no.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Told me that I'd be more help to you guys or to them by not joining because of the situation they're in right now.
Yeah, she sits down next to you, and that's a little too cheery. Let's do this one. She sits down next to you. I feel bad for him. He just really wants friends, I guess.
Harsh?
Yeah.
Does he? I don't know. He seems really personable. Does he not have many?
No. I mean, stayed straight out. Dodge is like, yeah, yeesh, okay.
Dodge has probably met Karsh before, huh? Because of you told me in the past that when Karsh gets bored, he comes with his paycheck and pays Cassius to investigate things with him.
Dodge is like, yeah, he did seem a little hyperactive, I guess, or like, he was very a lot. He was a lot.
Karsh is great.
Ami kind of nods, and that's the more common response, and it's also the one that I tend to agree with. If you'd like him, though, that's great. Vaughn told you no, though? Really?
The Tide are in a position where they have no, like, what territory they have is weak and dwindling. They can't go to other places, like, as themselves, I guess. But I can go wherever I want and kind of do whatever I want. So I as an individual have more sway in the city than they do as a faction.
That's really depressing.
It is really depressing.
Okay, I guess you keep doing you. Just stop getting a shot, okay? A lot of those bullet wounds are new.
It's only the 3, right? He's like touching his back.
Only the 3 times you got shot since the last time I saw you. Yeah, only the 3.
I can't help it. I don't remember what happened. Tyr just said that I got shot by the irises.
That sucks. Try to get shot less, okay? Keep organizing your stuff like I taught you. You're doing great.
Okay, thank you.
She moves away.
It's like kind of sheepish, like, oh, I was a slob.
You're a slob, and it's weird. As Ami moves away, Cassius, you remember there's a funny sensation that you get. A weird amount of, like, reward that you would always feel whenever you would sort your tools or sort your clothes or something like that. Because the second you do that, someone would praise you. And validation, feels pretty fucking great. Felt like it came from nowhere, but, now, a little bit of a missing puzzle piece kind of clicks itself back together. That's right. The quartermaster of the Tide would always ride your ass if you were even the slightest bit sloppy. And
so now I'm super clean, and because my brain gives me validations from a memory.
Your brain gives you validation juice whenever you properly sort things because of a certain someone's influence.
Oh god, Cassius, you're a disaster. This is like looking at the inside of his jacket like, oh, okay. Puts his book away.
Huh. Well, you doing good?
Well, I have one less bullet in me, so yeah, I think so.
I guess that's technically an improvement, yeah.
And I'm sure the poison will sort itself out.
You seemed fine, and it seemed fast acting on that one. He almost unloaded into us with 2 machine guns.
Yeah, that was really scary. I'm gonna be honest.
Little man continues to smile.
He doesn't say anything.
Sorelia and Count Cool move through the room. Hey!
Hello.
Waves. Moves over in this direction. Fucks off, goes to the snack room.
Hello.
Christian, if you're saying things, you're muted.
Ah, I see. Hey, how's the bullet go?
Oh, it's not in me anymore.
Ah, that's great. Good job. It looked nasty when I walked by earlier.
It wasn't too bad. She got it out really fast.
Oh, okay. Jeez. Yeah, if you need any help, just let me know. Hope you're enjoying the island.
Cassius goes to say, yeah, it's nice, but then he thinks about all the things he's done here so far. Get shot, and get shot, and get shot.
Not the nicest time at the island.
And he's like, I sure have... Maybe she's right. Maybe I shouldn't get shot so much.
Yes.
don't think Cassius has a lot to say.
Perfect.
It's just-
Okay.
It's just like, okay, I'm going to sit down for a little while.
So, you all sit, and you sort of let the night wash over you. And, time passes within the hotel. Beretta and Hay are sobbing all night, in Sorelli's room.
I was gonna say, if you go back, she sat on the bed next to Hay, and she's just leaning on her, probably fell asleep.
Talk about getting your girl yoinked from under you.
Sorelli is like, they're doing that in my room, and my only options are sleep in the room with William Pietro, who snores like a gunshot, or sleep on the couch. Hey, Cassius, move, I'm sleeping on the couch.
No,
Cassius gets up and goes to his room.
little man has a room.
I'm not gonna take your bed, little man.
He insists.
Man, little man's so cool. And, time passes on the island, and Beretta, you find yourself on that foggy beach once more. You think you have a more profound understanding of the island, but the next bit's going to matter a lot. The tallest peak. You feel like you need to understand everything about this place before then, but you've come to understand a little bit more about yourself. Yeah. Tell me, Beretta, synthesize the lessons of the day for me.
That the world doesn't need a tyrant.
Yes.
It needs somebody who listens. And that it's important to live your life without regrets, but focus on the living your life part. She's kind of wandering around in the space now that she's kind of used to it.
Yeah, now that you're used to this place feels like home. Yeah, this place feels very familiar to you now. And
She's starting to get the... Oh, and with the looming threat of whoever the next spirit is, being someone she cares about, she's starting to understand what CEO Beast meant when she said that it was a vacation to her and she didn't want to leave.
So, you wander on the beach and you commune with the air around you. And in doing so, you only have one stat left to bump. So let's bump it.
Bump that yellow.
Bump it
Yellow
up.
is going to increase to 6.
Whoa. 3
And-
more.
This is a big growth episode.
Yeah.
Big bro.
that's-
Sigma grind set, boys.
Yeah.
That Sigma grind set. And as you sort of do, like, as you sort of, like, focus on this, you realize, oh, I must be sleeping. And you realize you have fallen asleep on the sheep. She's actually pretty much ideal for this. She's like a sitting sleeping bag. But, you realize that, to some extent, the night has come and gone. And you managed to pretty well avoid that period of the night where the cicadas stop. But you know that sometime soon you're going to have to come face to face with whatever the truth of this island's miasma is. Beretta, how does this make you feel?
She's, after a day like today,
No.
she's kind of disappointed she wasn't ready tonight.
Makes sense. But there's still a little bit to do on the island. Yeah. A dumb thought crosses your mind, Beretta. Or a thought that most people would call dumb. Cassius and Dodge, they just arrived, and Cassius got a shot, and then shot, and then shot, and then shot, and then shot. And you realize Dodge maybe was able to take a shot, but most of the time on this island spent it running from a sniper. They haven't had a chance to enjoy vacation as much as you have. So quietly, part of you is like, okay, maybe at least one day for them. Like,
One day.
maybe they get one. You reflect on the beach, and sort of as you do, you notice that you're spending more time here than you usually do. It almost, you start to worry like, oh, am I gonna be able to come back? And the horror of your situation starts to set in. This was the experience of everyone you've met so far. Queen Demine, CEO Beast, that other one. You know that this enveloping fog, this feeling of maybe someone else could enjoy the island, etc., that was all that suffused their thoughts for either 10 years or hundreds of years in the other's case. And as you sort of focus on this, you realize there is something fundamental here on this island. What CEO Beast was talking about, that exists beyond the fabricated world, there is a true power in this place, and you can feel it now. But, gonna drop your thing, gonna do this, gonna do this, gonna do this. Okay, sorry, that is the wrong Beretta. I forgot. You gotta be.
Disappeared.
This one. Beretta. What this island feels, necessarily, there it is, okay. What this island feels, necessarily, this need to stay, this need to draw others in, is fully incompatible for your wishes for both yourself and Hay. As such, you'll need to find another way around it. There's no other choice in this case. And while it might be bolstering your power now, you can tell. Your time for a confrontation with the island is nearly upon you. But before that, you're like, your ears perk up and you stand up on the beach, sensing something out there. There's something else out there? Yeah, there's something approaching the island. Meanwhile, on the beach, a boat slowly rows towards the shore. Another supply. The same boat that carried Cassius to shore the day before now sends out another lifeboat, dropping off its second passenger. Someone sits on the back, sort of shoving it forwards. They cause that boat to slide up alongside the dock and sort of motion with their heads, making sure that the passenger finally meets their desired destination. Their ears perk up, unadorned by a hat this time, catching the wind.
Do this to me! You can't do this to me! Wait!
Watch me!
Hold on!
Yeah.
My chance! Wait! My chance is here! It's here! Oh my god!
Yeah.
Wait! Hold on, I have to, hold on.
Yeah, that had the desired effect.
Roma died.
Yeah.
You're sure you'll be good? Once I leave this place, you might be stuck here for a while. Yeah, I'll do fine. He seems nervous to step off the boat. He's very barely ever been on a boat before in his life. He's still not used to the shakiness. Some could say he doesn't have sea legs.
Yeah, the ride here was, hell. Yeah, no, the ride here was bad, but you've got something important to drop off on this island.
Damn it, Suji's. Like I said, he doesn't have legs.
Of course.
Of course.
Let's see. Let me assign this to... If you know, then you know.
Wait. Was he on the boat with Cassius and Dodge the whole time?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
You guys just didn't interact. You were down in the hold.
Wait.
Here you go.
Wait.
If you know, then you know, enabled.
Can I immediately roll to die to see if it doesn't immediately trip into the water?
Let me make sure you've got all your stats hooked up.
Okay.
Let's see. Let me initialize. If you know, then you know. There you go. Then I'll do green dice enabled. Okay. Give me a roll to die and add your own stats.
Okay.
Oh.
Oh, I'm trying to remember what red is. Oh god, I'm trying to remember what red is.
Yeah.
He looks like he would have tripped, but then proceeds to do a flip onto the dock with an inhuman level of strength and fear.
You land perfectly on the dock, upsetting it slightly. It rattles.
He is also rattled.
He's so handsome.
Thank you so much.
Roma's shutting down and made this exceptionally worth it.
Say hi to your brother for me, would you? Also say that the letter was delivered. Bye. The boat captain also waves. This news will probably make its way through, if not her mouth, several of her sailor friends' mouths, and their friends' mouths, and then eventually to the fan club's mouths. A certain sheep will be informed of this.
Hey, if you know, then you know.
Yeah.
That's a destroyed boat on the shore.
That was the coolest shit.
And you,
That bodes well.
you work your way into the village itself, finally checking yourself into the local hotel.
Sorry, just seeing them on the same map. I'm. I never thought I'd get a chance. It's actually happening.
Every single time you were just like, "Oh, Cassius will never get the chance to." Hello. Are there any rooms available?
No, thanks. Yes. Don't ask why.
I wouldn't
definitely.
want to kick. I wouldn't want to kick.
Oh no, they're gone. Holy
I see.
shit on me. Yeah, no, we're good. We just got a vacancy. She thinks, and then stops and actually sort of leans into the stranger. Yeah, we just recently got a vacancy. Eye flashes. Wait. Why are you reacting like that?
It's certainly the sales pitch you've got there.
Oh, I'm doing it again, aren't I? She sort of
Listen,
scratches the back of her.
Wait, doing what?
Well, it's like a problem. Iori actually talked to us all about it. We all got this problem that whenever people show up on the island, we say stuff like, "Oh yeah, we just recently got a vacancy," and it's like extremely untrustworthy.
No, keep that vibe up. I like it.
You know what? Me too, actually. Thanks. These two get along.
Pink to pink communication.
He's pink now.
You cast your gaze around and you hear like sort of loud talking from a nearby room, like what appears to be a dining room. Like peeks in. Hey, you looking for someone in particular?
Yes. Is Heijin Hitsuji staying here?
Oh, well, normally she sleeps out in the woods, but yeah, she
That
did
sounds
stay here
about
last night. Yeah, she actually slept indoors last night. Apparently she was crying into someone's shoulder or something. I don't know. I didn't walk
That
over to
also sounds correct.
that. Yeah, they're having breakfast over there. Motions with a hand over in this direction.
Immediately spots two potential sources of social interaction. Yes, the monkey counts.
Yeah. So you said that you dual-wielded machine guns, huh?
Against the wall.
Honestly, you shouldn't be so modest about it. I'd love to learn your techniques.
There's no technique.
Come on, don't hold out on me. This lady continues to try to shake down a monkey for secret martial arts. You peek around the corner, and over here, everyone in the room seems to be having what appears to be a pretty good day, actually. Tough leans in. And you're telling me she wasn't in the rock, she was in the rock behind the rock.
Yeah,
Right,
she was in the
playing
rock behind the rock.
Yes,
7D chest.
obviously.
She tried to shoot me, but it didn't work.
If she was smarter, she would have stayed in the log.
You would have went into the log?
Of course.
But what if I was thinking that maybe you would be in the real rock, and then you thinking that you would think that I would think that, so then you put yourself into the fake log, so the real log, so that I would attack the fake log, or the real log. Sorry.
You know, my master always gave me like prompts like this to like train my brain or whatever, but it always pans out to the same thing. Doesn't it just come to dumb luck?
I don't think those lessons stuck.
I'm gonna be real, that's kind of how I feel about it too.
Yeah,
I don't know.
thanks.
Sokoro felt pretty sure that he was right.
And I was.
I mean, just because
Well, if
you're
you were
right.
so sure you were right, why did you send me out first?
Yeah.
Safety's sake.
Also, people who are right and believe it don't get to write the laws of the universe or anything. That just means they got lucky.
Laws of the universe, huh? Okay. Maybe I know a thing or two about laws.
Yeah.
His eyes
Ever
flew
consider
over
that?
to the new person.
But it's clear enough you don't know enough about the universe.
hey,
you
who
should
are
really
you?
get out.
Hey! Hi!
Hello?
Hand wave.
Everyone's
Patrons-
attention.
Everyone's attention singular on this man.
Awful, awful. He hates this.
Are you here for breakfast? Do you want me to go get Ami?
Yes.
Okay.
Wedding.
Hang on now. He steps up and then after Cassius moves past, he kind of goes on over and he approaches this man like, "Excuse me,
Yes.
are you new to the island?"
Yes.
He reaches into his coat and pulls out like a little notepad. "I'm going to need your name and your purpose for the stay."
My name is Koro. I'm here to deliver a letter to this sheep.
How long,
Don't sign anything.
Agent.
how long will you be staying?
As long as this sheep is staying, most likely. Unless something else comes up.
He turns over. "Hi, how long are you staying?"
She looks at you dead in the eyes, Socorro. "I've been lectured by Ami. She said that I shouldn't answer your questions without a lawyer present."
"I am a lawyer."
"Oh, okay then."
That's not that word. He turns over with a concerned look in his eye.
If she starts to say, "I'll be staying here for the next 70 years," and then she looks over to Beretta and says, "I'm unsure of how long I'll be staying."
He noticed the glance and he turns over to Beretta. "Beretta,
Yes.
how long are you staying?"
I guess based on the knowledge that I have, at least 70 years?
"I see. Would you like
Give or
to
take a
apply
monkey
for-
miracle.
Would you like to apply a permanent residency then?"
No, I intend to leave.
He kind of like puts down notes. "All right then, perfect. Permanent residency comes with a lot of unnecessary factors, so he kind of puts that down. All right then, Koro. Do you need a tour around the island?"
No thanks.
Excellent. I'm sure Beretta would love to do that for you. He pats you on the shoulder and then steps out.
Am I getting paid for this? I could use the money.
Steals his spot.
He turns over, but you said you had a letter for me?
Yes. He's staring at you.
Who's it from?
Oh, it's from Mayu.
She blinks. She blinks a bunch of times.
He puts forward a letter, with the Hitsuji emblem on it.
Oh boy, Heijin's gonna roll. Let's heal your wound, Heijin. Let's heal that orange. Let's heal those carrots. Time to roll. Oh, perfect. Oh boy, okay. Carrot time. Hold on.
Carrots are separated.
No, give me the carrot. No, I need the head carrots back, please. Thank you. She moves over and she's gonna equip this. And she's oh boy. Heijin's expression is unreadable for a second. Her eyes are wide. She doesn't 100% understand what she's just been given, but she reaches down and the shaking and the trembling in her hand is clear as day as she pulls back the parchment and she's going to read that letter. Hey, Niasper.
Hello.
You have a letter for the sheep.
I do.
Yes,
Okay.
Sheep to sheep.
Sheep to sheep communication. So, do me a favor. Hit me with that letter.
All right.
In a distant place. Take it away.
All right. Dear Heijin, I really, really, really hope you're reading this letter. I've sent this, along with some gifts from your brothers, with my friend Koro in the hopes that he'll run into you while he's on his journey to Windrose. I'm so sorry that it's taken so long for me to get in to contact you. But unfortunately, I was not even informed of what had happened to you until many years after you'd already been sent off. And it took a while for me to figure out where you even were. Luckily, I hopefully was able to track you down and give you this letter. A lot of things have happened back at home, so I figured you'd want to know about it. There was like a lot of really bad stuff that happened, but like more important than that though, I'm getting married. My fiance's name is Kinema, and he's a yokai, but like the cute boy kind of yokai, not the scary kind, and yeah, but
Hey, just blinking, eyes wide open. She's getting married.
Mayu proceeds to go on for a while, like cramming in as much detail as she can about what has happened within the past few years since Heijin was gone. Some of it is kind of concerning, but most of it is about all these new friends that Mayu has made, and how many adventures she's been on since Heijin has left, which is interesting because while Heijin was around, Mayu was never allowed to leave the house. And then the letter continues. So, things were a mess for a while, but we're all doing fine back home now, so no need to worry. Though, honestly, things have been really different without you. Like, it's good, but also it feels like something's missing, you know? It feels like you should have been here this whole time. Like, you should be here when I get married. I hope that wherever you are, whatever you're doing, that you're doing well and that you know how much we miss you. No matter how far away you are, remember that you're the best cousin and sister and friend in the whole world, and we love you so much. And I promise that I'll never forget you either, okay? Let's meet again someday. Your favorite cousin, Mayu. Heart. There's a postscript. P.S. If you want, maybe we could try smuggling you back over here. It might be hard because you're so big and pointy, but just let me know and we can try.
It ends on that note, and Beretta, you see as Hagens, you've been reading over her shoulder also.
Absolutely.
Beretta, you see as Hagen's entire body is shaking top to bottom as she reads this, and she starts crying harder than last night. Just this utter bawling mess in the middle of the dining room, and all at once it stops.
Beretta just smiles and says, I guess we should probably try and make it on the shorter side of 70 years then?
You say that, and Hayes' eyes ignite. It's incredible. Beretta, you managed to get to her the night before and set her steely determination to begin with. She whirls around on her seat and looks you dead in the eyes and nods fervently, Beretta. Yes, as soon as physically possible.
Good. I've always wanted to go to a wedding.
She blinks a few times and then gets this big confused smile like, huh? Oh, of course. She gets fired up. Okay. Well, fine. For her sake and for my own, I'm getting off this island. She slams the letter down. And then starts to cry again as she realizes it's been packed with gifts.
Yeah, don't act too fast there.
She slams the letter down and it's just like, oh, what is this?
Yeah. You better be careful with that. It's actually quite fragile.
Oh boy, Chad, can you send the image?
Where should I send this?
Send it, DM it to me. I can make it a handout.
Okay.
So she looks down, and I'm gonna need you once you've sent it to give me a quick description.
Oh boy.
Oh.
This is where my file names come back to bite me in the ass.
Yeah.
I found it immediately.
Bless you.
Let's
go with this.
So, what Hay finds is, honestly, if any modicum of her confidence hadn't been shot, if for any instance or moment she considered, if my brothers could send me a gift, what would they send me? All of her brothers are nerd artists. There is not a single one among them who could be considered cool. Well, no, Toast pretty cool. Speaking of Toast, he specializes in smaller accessories. And what Hay sees before her is probably his greatest work yet. Something that emphasizes... Sorry, I just realized something.
Yeah.
Something that emphasizes something that she's been lacking. Especially isolated, alone on this island. Let alone just isolated in the woods. She's been missing her family.
Boom, boom. Give me a description of what we're looking at.
You are looking at a hand mirror. Adorned on the side of this hand mirror are chains, each with little charms representing each of her brothers. There is leaf bread for leaf, brioche for brioche, a scone for scone, so on and so on. Even a tiny little crouton.
Hay holds it up, and tears welling again, holds it close to herself. And this time, there is no great rush of energy. She simply exhales very calmly. And hey, Beretta, you feel something change about Hay's presence. As all of this moves through her, you feel like almost a wave travels through the room. It sends ripples across the floor. She holds this, and she seems focused. She seems at peace. She looks over to you, Beretta. I'm ready to be off of this island.
That's the spirit.
So, she gets a serious look on her face again. Cora, please sit down.
Okay. Looking at the only available seat, looks at the empty table, looks at the other empty table. No, he has to sit with people!
Beretta, can you use your, people will listen if you call them. Just call everybody into this room, okay?
Do I have some sort of power that I don't know?
No, people just like you.
Oh, okay. Beretta stands up on the table. Everybody come in!
It takes a second, but Sterling's like, yeah, what? Like, immediately little man comes in and...
What is this power?
It's called you're very charismatic.
And loud.
Socorro winds up back in the room as well.
Even him.
Iori finds his way in, and before too long...
Hey!
Before too long, you actually wind up with a full house. Doink, doink, doink. Johnny Two Guns is gonna fucking peek his head in, just like, wow, team meeting? Okay. And let's play this. Where are you? Finally, Iori, you're very important. There we go. Doink. Everyone winds up gathering up, and Hay flashes a thumbs up over to Beretta. Okay. Now with everyone gathered here, I have some information about this island that I'd like to share. Iori's like, why? Sure, yes. Why didn't you share it sooner? I tried multiple times, and everyone said I was creepy and didn't listen. Iori's like,
did make her sleep in the woods.
I don't think I said you were creepy. I just, you didn't listen. Sorelio leans over. Why are you acting innocent in this? Tuff's like, yeah, I guess that's kind of fair. Hay moves forward with actual determination, confidence, enough to make people listen to her spooky bullshit. So, I have information about what happened on this island 500 years ago. It's going to affect, I guess, everything going forward, so please listen up and listen close, okay? She looks over to Beretta for support and approval.
Thumbs up.
Thumbs up.
What's a story gonna do to help clarify all this?
She shoots Socorro a glare.
Let us sit down and listen, and maybe you'll find out.
It's not just a story, it's history. Hey draws herself up and then begins to recite a tale. She begins to recite a tale that someone somewhere else actually knows pretty well. You know what? This is a little too intense. This is a little too intense. This one works a bit better. This is a tale. This is a tale that someone has beaten into their brain. Time and time again, it's been etched in, almost in their prison cell. It's been bound into the thoughts, their deeper thoughts, their absolute considerations. Yes, this is a tale that someone in a distant place, at another time, riding their way across the country in a train, they internalize for themselves. This cart bumbles its way into the night, bouncing. The cart sort of upset by the loud and raucous movements. They just stepped out for a second, getting a little bit of distance to center themselves, especially after a particularly frustrating night. They looked at the night sky and wasn't enough. And they slowly came back inside. The door slides open. Thunk.
I hate trains so much.
You start to wander forwards. You start to wander forwards through the dead of the night as you did your absolute best to get away from the current situation that you're in, but you just couldn't escape, could you, Teach? Especially because someone followed you. Someone followed you this entire way. Someone followed you the entire way here. Those eyes watch you from the darkness.
She blinks a few times. Hi.
it's like this stock still nightmare that exists in the depths of the dark.
Isn't walking on this train a bit of trouble? Maybe you should sit down.
I got used to it. I have adapted and only grown stronger.
Good. I'm glad. I'm working it out too. So, yeah. She tries to step around.
This one remains in the way. Would it assist if I told you a story?
She stops and is like, yeah, sure. What story?
Well, she launches in, eyes lighting up, and you're like, wait it. Fucking, here we go again. Sleeping Shadow, round three. I wonder if it's gonna be wrong again this time. Round 3. Why that look? Why are you giving me that look?
No, nothing. Keep with the story. I'm excited to hear something new.
Something new?
Yeah. Oh, you were gonna tell me a new story, right? You know, maybe a new story about Noctua?
Yes, a brand new story about Noctua.
Yeah, she smiles. I'm super excited. I always love hearing your Noctua stories.
Well, if it isn't my favorite Noctua story or my favorite Nocti story, then maybe it can be starts to walk away. Oh, clap, clang, loud clang through the entire room. You're like, fucking wake up half the train, why don't you? Turns, whirls around on heel, big sparkle on face again. How about the tale of Oni Island, then?
Oni Island, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Huh. Go on.
Well, the tale of Oni Island! One of Noctua's older, more ancient tales. This one isn't shared as much because, well, it has less romance, but far more drama. The tale of Oni Island begins in northern Lancia, a small island discarded off the coast. Wrapped in flames, this place was a center for the great Oni fleet. Noctua, your boat crashed.
Of course.
You pulled yourself up on shore, managing to rip yourself free. Yet another adventure.
This island seeks to challenge me by destroying my boat. It shall soon find itself conquered.
I wish it wasn't always like this with you. His companion striding at his side.
He stops, turns around. You'll get used to it. He turns around. How about you, buddy? He says behind his other shoulder. You getting used to it?
I don't think I'll ever get used to it, but yeah, sure, fine.
Let's go!
The three stride forwards into the Oni stronghold. The beginning of one of Noctua's many great adventures. And with that, we will call it to a close.
Oh, it's Gaius! I was so sure it was Count Cool!
Ha! I am what they call a red herring. Red like blood, which I don't drink. I'm not a vampire. Why do you keep saying that?